intro. Let's
World champion of what? World champion of what?
I can drop a world lead, I don't even like running. You gotta run fast just to go and get some money. I'm no Lyles K, you know how I'm coming. I ain't going to no Olympics, I ain't running, I ain't jumping. I can make 100,000 at the crib being funny.
What's poppin'? It's the GOAT Aaron Brown, and I'm back on here, man. For everybody that's watching me on TikTok live right now, I'm streaming on YouTube, and I'm about to put on a show. So make sure y'all come over to YouTube because I'm really about to end the TikTok. I just joined so people can be aware of what's really going on. But yeah, we streaming on YouTube, man. Let me post this link on Instagram so the streets know to tap in because I got some stuff to talk about. I got some things to discuss. So y'all pull up to my YouTube channel, The Aaron Brown on YouTube. I'm streaming on YouTube, man, right now. We going up, we going live and direct. My glorious son Mateo. Yeah, we on YouTube right now, showing our ass like a motherfucker who naked. Ugh. Yeah, this shit going up though. This shit is indeed going up. I know you saw my comment. What comment? What you talking about? I ain't see no comment. My mom took my perks. Should I up the switch on her? I mean, if your mom taking your perks, you down there gotta put that pole on her ass. Like, that's what it comes down to, man. That is what it comes down to. Oh, wait, what the fuck? No wonder. And I wonder. Trent Daniels is rolling. I don't know who the fuck that is. And I'm gonna just be honest with you. Don't give a fuck who it is. Bro, I was wondering why nobody was on my stream, like on some crazy shit on YouTube. I had this shit on unlisted, man. We down there got a cue the intro again on their ass. But yeah, y'all pull up to YouTube. Everybody on TikTok, I'm streaming live on YouTube. It's going crazy. It's going insane, actually. This shit is going wild. So
World champion of what? World champion of what?
I can drop a world lead, I don't even like running. You gotta run fast just to go and get some money. I'm no Lyles K, you know how I'm coming. I ain't going to no Olympics, I ain't running, I ain't jumping. I can make 100,000 at the crib being funny.
We back. We back. Yeah. We lit. I'm about to post this link and we about to get active. Active is what we're about to get. Aaron Brown versus Noah Lyles in a boxing match. Noah's whooped. It's that simple, bro. Noah's whooped. I'm not. I hate to even sugarcoat it with you like he not whooped. He's whooped. Straight up. First go. You still lifting heavy recently? Hell, I lifted heavy yesterday, and I'm lifting heavy tomorrow, bro. That's why I'm like so big right now. So Drewski's funny as fuck. But yeah, everybody who watching me on TikTok live, I'm streaming on YouTube, and I'm about to address all the elephants in the room. So y'all pull up to YouTube because I'm about to end this TikTok shit. He said, "Why you hating on Kenyans? Come to YouTube and ask me that, bro, and I'll show you videos and all types of stuff that you probably ain't never even seen before. That you ain't never even seen before. You feel me? You feel me? But yes, indeed, we got a lot to discuss. We're gonna watch some stuff. We're gonna talk about some stuff. How do I stop lactic from building up so fast? Shit, you just fight through it, bro. Like you just gotta fight through it, bro. It's just one of those things you just gotta deal with. And the more you deal with it, it just becomes easier. He said, "Do you play Xbox?" Nah, I don't play Xbox. I ain't never been an Xbox type of guy. I've never been an Xbox type of guy. All right, the link is posted, bro. We outside. We are outside. Have you ever been accused of taking stuff on some stealing shit? Now, because if somebody ever said I took some, more than likely I actually did steal that shit. So you didn't have to really accuse me because I actually did it. It's Dylan Lovely. Oh, my glorious king, Dylan Lovely could never be rolled. Could never be rolled. I'm opening up 665 in January. I hope you do. But I ain't gonna lie, 665 ain't gonna get you nowhere. It's a cool time though, but yeah, you running in circles with that shit. Hey, I have a meet this weekend. Do you have any tips? It would mean a lot if you responded. Bro, what events you running? And like where you running your meet at? What's the plan after college? Ain't no plan after college. I'm never leaving college. They just gave me 7 more years of eligibility. I ain't going nowhere. Is the homie. Yeah, bro. That's the guy, man. Opinion on Nico. Hey, I'm actually about to watch and react to like Nico video on YouTube. So come to my YouTube channel, the Aaron Brown, and I'm streaming right now. And I'm about to end this live over here on TikTok. But yeah, y'all pull up on YouTube. We outside, man. It's about to go crazy. All right, YouTube, we getting super exclusive on their ass. But yeah, bro, where's your meet at this weekend? Cause damn, what is this weekend is gonna be December 20 something. He said I run the 200. Oh, that's where Indoor Nationals is, Virginia Beach. That's that blue track, huh? The 55. Ain't gonna lie, they gotta stop that 55 shit. Run a full 60. Like the 60 is already short. Like indoor is supposed to be like a modified, shorter version of outdoor. So you already running a shorter version of the 100 in the 60. Why are you running a 55? Like what? That doesn't even convert to anything. Hell, the 60 down there don't convert to anything. But a 55, like why would you be running that pointless ass events? Like why will meets even have that shit? Matter of fact, I'm about to make a tweet right now. I can actually do that shit on here. I can do it on here and let y'all see. Because dog, a 55. A 55. Oh my God. All right, boys and girls. Let's go with this screen right here. Presents. Share screen. We're going to Twitter they ass. All right. So, yeah, 55 meters. Damn, Fred going off. Oh my God. Let's go to this whole thread, see what Fred talking about. Fred Kerley follows you. I thought he would have more. I don't know. He said, bro, that ain't even a matchup in no 400. Stop disrespecting me. So y'all know Fred done ran 43. What do you run? 43.6 in a 400? In like the last 2 years, I mean, he's ran 44s. Just like casually go out there and just run 44s and shit like that. So I guess somebody did like a matchup saying it will be a good matchup. So let's see who they put Fred. Oh, he said you can at least say someone who top 10 like all time in a 400. So let's see what who they put on this bitch. Motherfucker said Fred. I ain't gonna lie, that is disrespectful, man. That's disrespectful right there. Bro said Fred Kerley versus Noah Lyles in the 400. That's stupid as fuck. We seen Noah split a high ass 45 on a 4x4 with a flying start. That's all of a 47. We seen Fred go open up his last 2 seasons jogging 44s. What the fuck are we talking about? Comparing one of the fastest men in history over 400 meters to a fraud who has never run the 400 as a senior athlete is insane. But Noah has ran a lot of 4x4s as a senior, and he's been running 47s on them hoes. So, Bruh said, I love the Fred and Lyles in the 400. I don't think it would go like y'all think it would. How do we think it's? Well, what the fuck? Fred Kerley and Noah Lyles in the 400 is exceedingly rude and inflammatory. Fred has a bronze medal in a 400-meter dash from Doha World Championships in 2019. He's the 10th fastest 400-meter runner of all time. Noah Lyles is a great athlete, but he's not even top 90. God damn. They say cuz ain't even top 100. He ain't even, bro, his 400 PR is like 47 something. And we seen bro split like 45 high. If you split him, because I ran 45 and open 4. If you split in 45 high, your ass is all of a 47 in that bitch. So yeah, putting Fred and Noah is some crazy shit. Like that's straight blasphemy. Yeah, he said you can at least put a nigga who top 10 in that joint. Bro rolled ass ain't even could Fred double in a 1-4 next Olympics. Yeah, city is mag. That's what I always say. This is what I was talking about yesterday. I said when it comes to track, bro, when it comes to track media, I'll say track media. No other sport, like you have to be a qualified journalist, like putting in countless hours of really understanding that sport before they even give your ass any type of platform. If you look at the people who do media and track, none of these motherfuckers ever did track. They don't study track. These niggas don't know nothing. They just somehow picked up a microphone, and like track is just a openly inclusive sport where you ain't gotta know nothing about it. You ain't gotta do it. You ain't gotta participate in it. You can just show up and be one of the biggest names in it and have one of the biggest media platforms. They let the culture vulture, like whoever runs City is Mad, come in and do shit like this, and they just let it ride. No other sport would that shit ride. Like, and like that's like them putting, oh yeah, a good 1-on-1 in basketball will be Bronny James and Michael Jordan. Like, what the fuck? That sounds stupid as a bitch. Bronny James ain't even. Hey, I don't even want to say too much. He said you can't just jump in the quarter and go 43 or 44 low. That pain hits hard the last 80 meters. Tyson Gay ran 44.8. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that pain will eat your ass alive. He said USA that places him 10th, 25 best of all countries. So he is relevant. I was mistaken. Please forgive me. Nigga said I ain't never lost a 400 at USA's, so keep it coming. Damn. Man, Fred ain't playing. No disrespect. And like that's this shit is a crazy ass post. I'm gonna retweet. I'm gonna say whoever runs this road ass. See, ain't gonna lie, that's my thing, bro. Like I just be keeping it too real. Like people hate this shit. Whoever runs this road ass account, y'all, is this considered cyberbullying? Nah, because I think bullying is like you have to do it multiple. Well, I guess, yeah, but I think you have to do it like multiple times for it to be bullying. Whoever runs this road ass account needs to be banned and castrated. Could I say castrated on here, or should I? Say, yeah, Otto and Sonya never did anything in the sport. What do you mean they never did anything? No, I'm talking like they actually like ran though. I'm talking about people like the city is mag people, like motherfuckers. And it's one thing to not do a sport. Like you don't have to participate in a sport to be a good journalist in it. Like look at Stephen A. Smith, look at Skip Bayless. Like the sports they talk about, these motherfuckers didn't do for real, but they're like good journalists in it because they really know about it and they don't do shit. Like Stephen A. Smith will never go on TV and say a good matchup for a one-on-one basketball game is Bronny James and Michael Jordan. That shit sounds crazy. Like this shit looks crazy. Needs to be banned and sent to prison. Guys, I can't really say the things I want to say because yeah, I get this whole shit shut down. But needs to be banned and sent to prison. Sing Fred versus Noah. Bro, and they gonna say I'm hating too. Like they always say I'm hating. Chris Chavez. Man, Chris Chavez. Yeah, they be super fans. That's the problem with track media versus every other sport. Everybody in media and track are just super fans. They just super fanned out by these niggas. So they be so fanned out and want to be friends with these athletes to where they can't even be objective. They can't even keep it real with the athlete. The athlete go out there and get rolled. They ain't gonna be like, ah, yeah, you didn't do good today. I'm like, ah, yeah, you got him next time, and just keep on grinding and blah blah blah. No, I want to know why Nike is paying you $1 million a month and your ass is going out there and 50 in that bitch in the 400. Like, you need to explain this rather than, oh yeah, you got them next time. Nobody wants to see that shit. I'm not entertained by that shit. By you dick riding every day, every opportunity you get, every time you put a camera in a microphone in a runner face, you dick riding. We don't want to see you dick ride every time your ass doing interviews, every time your ass typing articles. All these track media people do is dick ride. Don't nobody be real. Ain't nobody objective or subjective. Can't nobody say what people, the fans really want to know. They ain't asking those questions. They just dick riding, and dick riding. That's why all these track content creators got 5,000 followers, 2,000 followers, 3,000 followers, and it's real niggas like me with 100,000 followers and 300,000 followers and 30,000 and 50,000 followers, because we keep it too real. And that's just the problem with this sport. I ain't rocking with it. Like, I really feel like I'm like a needle in a haystack. Like, I really don't fit in with these guys. Like, all y'all do is dick ride. I can't stand behind that. But that's the type of stuff y'all support. Saying is a good matchup. Is like saying a good basketball matchup semicolon Bronny James versus Michael Jordan will be good. Stupid ass. Post. See, I'm just too real. Like, bro, I tell you, I don't belong at track. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I don't fit in with these guys because ain't nobody gonna say that shit sounds stupid. And if they do, when I say it, I'm a hater because I'm just the only person on earth to know how to keep it real. You're an anti-hero. Man, let's run. Guys, get straight to the point. Bro, I ain't never watched them. That's them old niggas, huh? I don't be trying to watch no old niggas sitting around talking. They like old ass, like little white dudes. Like, I don't give a fuck about what they talking about. I'm gonna just be honest with you. This sport is already boring as hell. So they gonna bro, they ain't gonna trip. They already know what type of time it is. Like, when I do my tweets and shit, I don't be on no spelling bee shit. Like, I just be trying to just send it out as quick as possible. They know I be typing and I be mad at the same time. So they know I typed it quick and I ain't go back and proofread it. So it's gonna be typos in it, but you know, it is what it is. We ain't doing no complaining. Yeah, they get the point. But being Sydney versus actually doing the 400 flat at Worlds or the Olympics, right? We need 1v1 sprint competitions. We really don't, because no one cares. Just think about it. Like, really, track is just hard. You spell matchup. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But no, you gotta think about it. If Sydney don't run the 400, like if she don't run the 400 next year, she's ducking and she's scared. Like, she just doing what's safe for her, because in the don't get me wrong, the 400 hurdles, Sydney is a good athlete, and you know, we all know that. But the 400 hurdles is it's not a real event. The hurdles are the same size as a fucking water bottle if you put it on the ground. So if she's 5'10" jumping over water bottles, of course she gonna be dusting them holes. And you gotta think about it too. In the 400, none of those in the 400 hurdles, none of those women are talented. You got to think about it. Most of those girls run 52, 51 in the open 400. So those same girls who run 52, 51, they wouldn't be world class in no other event. But you put hurdles in front of them, since no one does that event, it's an underdeveloped event, then they can go out there and be world class in it. They'll be world class in it. Sydney should run the 200 or 400. Yeah, I would like to see Sydney in the two, because honestly, I think Sydney, well, I know if Sydney would have went to this past Olympics and ran the 200, Sydney will be the gold medalist in the 200. Straight up, because Gabby Thomas can only run 21.8 outside of Eugene. Now, if you inside Eugene, Sydney's going to have a fucking battle on her hand, because she's going to have to run 21.6 or 21.7. But outside of Eugene, Gabby Thomas good for a 21.8 or a 21.9. Sydney would have beat Gabby Thomas at the Olympics. Hell, Julian Alfred, if she didn't run 100, she would have beat Gabby Thomas at the Olympics. Hell, Brittany Brown on a good day would have beat Gabby at the Olympics. So, yeah, the 200 is really a road event, especially without Sharika Jackson running it, and they done banned Christine and Boma, and they just took out all the competition for real, so it's weak as fuck. Sydney could have ran the 200 and won that shit, but she wouldn't have won the 400. I ain't gonna lie. One thing Paulino ain't gonna do is lose. She gonna do enough to win that hoe. If you were the president of World Athletics and had the ability to make decisions, what would you do? Okay, so firstly, what I would do is I would have to regulate the United States, because it's not the biggest federation and it's not one that generates the most money, but USA generates a lot of money for track, but they don't have a big fan base. If I was World Athletics is based out of Europe, I think Monaco. And they as rich as fuck out there, and Europe is really big in track. So I will make USA force their athletes to run. Like World Athletics, they control like the world championships. So I would say y'all motherfuckers gotta run this many amount of meets before y'all can compete at the world championships. Straight up. And then also, yeah, I would just run it like that. But you ain't really controlling that much as the president of World Athletics. Like you really just gotta I don't know. You really just gotta the decisions you making ain't really doing shit for real. Like you controlling like the whole shit. Like so you can just add relays in and this and that. Firstly, I know there's a lot of things I would do actually. If I was the president of World Athletics, firstly, my ass will go in and I will raise the hurdle height for the women. Because why the fuck are these bitches out here jumping over these little ass hurdles? That shit is ridiculous. You mean to tell me if you're running middle school track, high school track, in the Olympics for women, the hurdle height stays the same at all levels? That doesn't make any sense. And a lot of guys in high school, especially like the 110 hurdlers in high school, a lot of them can't even run the hurdles in college because the hurdles just get way fucking taller. That jump from 39s to 42s is a big ass difference. So I would definitely raise the hurdle heights. I would get rid of field events. They just don't generate no money for real, and they don't generate attention. No one gives a fuck about somebody throwing a ball across the field or throwing a stick down the field for 190 meters. No one gives a fuck about long jump. No one ever tuned into a track meet and said, "Hey, turn that triple jump on." No one cares about that shit. So I would definitely take the field events out the world championship. See, I don't think they regulate the Olympics. I think the Olympics is its own committee. So I would just take it out the world championships and they can just compete in that road ass shit at the Olympics, because no one wants to sit around and watch somebody long jumping or triple jumping or throwing a shot put or a hammer throw. No one cares about that shit. So if I was the president of World Athletics, I would raise the hurdle height for the women. I would get rid of field events. What else would I do? Do qualification by rankings and earning points. Yeah, I'll get rid of all of that shit. The only way you could qualify for the meet is if you run a certain time. And yeah, if you don't run this time, your ass ain't showing up, because it'd be too much road shit showing up. It'd be a guy like Vernon Norwood go out there run 44-1, and then it'd be a guy from like Guam or somewhere like that, or the British Virgin Islands. They had in the same heat running 49. Like I would get rid of all of that road shit. So it's gonna be a lot of countries who just don't get to show their face because they just too goddamn road. And what else would I do? If I was a president, they had like their charge round at the Olympics, getting rid of that shit. I'm getting rid of. See, with me, I would just do a lot of reduction type shit. I wouldn't really add nothing to it. I would do a lot of reduction because if you realize, if it's like doing a budget cut. When you cutting your budget and you cutting budgets and shit like that, you cutting it so you can gain more revenue. So you gotta realize if we get rid of field events, we don't gotta pay their road ass because really we losing money with them. Like people ain't coming to see them. So if we get rid of the field events, we're gonna save some money because we don't gotta pay their ass. Raise the women hurdle height. That's gonna get rid of a lot of women because they ass ain't gonna be able to qualify because they're gonna be rolled as fuck. So that's more money we saving. What else I said I'll do? What else? Raise the height, get rid of field events. Y'all, what else did I say I was gonna do? Oh yeah, get rid of those damn points. Yeah, we getting rid of those points. When we get rid of those points in you get in by ranking and shit like that, we get rid of that. That's gonna keep a lot of athletes out as well. So we can save more money that way. And we can pay these other people. Bro, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. These track people really be faking. Like a lot of these people, they're like, oh, track don't make no money. These motherfuckers getting real money. They getting real money. Now, if you just roll, you know the roll shit. If you just some roll shit, you can still make money being rolled, just running on the circuit for real. Like, you can make money on a circuit by just running on that bitch. So there's really no reason that a track person should be rolled type shit or not have no money. Now, if you don't have no money and you run, then that's because you're just fucking rolled. That's why. It's not because you could make none. Because you can just be like a regular college runner and go run on the circuit in the summertime and come back with 25, 30,000. So I don't know. Should just be crazy out here. Should just be crazy out here. Prize money is horrible in track, even in the Diamond League. You know, bro, you know why the prize money is horrible? Because they firstly, they paying all of these people. Why are you paying a shot putter? Give his ass a hamburger and make him check his ass up out this bitch. He gonna show up anyways because track people just love track, whether it's money involved or not. You see, most of them do it for free or claim they be doing it for free. But yeah, the prize money is only a problem because they already giving these motherfuckers too much money. Think about it. Andre DeGrasse, he won the second from last Olympics in 2021. He won that Olympics in the 200. Throughout the season, Andre DeGrasse, he ain't running no faster than 20.7 in the 200. He going 20.7 that bitch all year. 20.5. Show up to the championship, run 19 something. But so they gotta pay him an appearance fee. So they probably paying him $60,000 just to show up to run 20.5. So that's why the prize money is so low, because they giving these motherfuckers $60,000 and $50,000 and shit like that just to show up and be rolled. Just to be rolled. So that's why the prize money is so low. It's not low just because they ain't trying to give nobody no money. It's because they already paying these motherfuckers too much money. Yeah, if you just get a shot put people, you ain't gotta pay them no money. Track people will do track for free at all levels. Olympic, you see they show up to the Olympics for free. At all levels, they will go do track for free. Hell, they would even pay to run track. I see it all the time. Like a motherfucker who's a walk-on in college, he paying to run track. But my thing is, I don't have a problem with a person paying to run track professionally or college, hell, in middle school. But don't pay and use your hard-earned money and still be rolled. Do the best you can do. But these motherfuckers be paying to be rolled. Got to be more careful. He said, I noticed some of these pros don't really have a personality. Yeah, we legit just watched Grant Hall. I got a clip coming out tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. I was reacting to Noah Lyles and them new podcast. You got 3 of the best runners in the world. Hell, 3 of the most versatile runners in the world. And they on a podcast boring as a bitch. Like the shit was legit boring as fuck. Like no one cared. The shit they was talking about, Grant looked sleep. Rod was slumped all in the seat, leaned back like he was finna go do a drive-by. And Noah's just being awkward as fuck as usual. So the track is just full of good running, uninterested niggas type shit. Like these, don't get me wrong, these motherfuckers be having ample amount of talent. Great runners. I'm talking about they'll go out there and break world records and break American records and national records and stadium records and facility records. But these motherfuckers be so uninterested. Like, damn, it ain't an interesting fact about you. You ain't got nothing going on that I care about. Like, damn. But great runners, though. These guys be great runners. I'm talking about these motherfuckers can run good. Like, good running, boring ass niggas. That's just the way I can even. I can't really find a better way to, explain it. A better way to put it for real. But make sure it's 75 people in here right now. Make sure all 75 people hit the like button so more people can see the video. I need 75 likes, bro. It's easy, bro. You can tap the like button. Come on now, that shit doesn't take anything. What do you think about people who are running 1 or the 10,000 meter? Oh, that's what we can do. We can cut some of them distance events. Why the hell are people running a 3,000 meter hurdle race, jumping into water and shit? And if y'all ever seen that goddamn steeplechase thing where the water be without water in it, is deep as fuck. It's probably like 4 foot tall type shit. So they jumping into 4 feet of water, running a 3,000 meter race. They draws and shit be wet, feet be wet. I know they be having blisters on the bottom of their feet running that race. We cutting the steeplechase out. The 10,000, I guess we'll keep the 10,000. We'll keep the 5,000, the 10,000, and the 1,500. We're gonna keep them. All that other shit, the marathon and half marathon, we getting rid of all of that. All of those events gotta go. We getting rid of all of it. Nah, that shit be funny when people fall in the water. It'd be funny, but we see it all the time. So it's just like somebody telling the same joke over and over. Like, bro, we done already heard it. It was funny the first 7 times when you told it, but goddamn, it's time number 40. But yeah, we getting rid of that steeplechase. That shit is the first event on the besides distance runners. That's besides field events, steeplechase is the first shit they gotta go. Yassine needs the marathon. Man, he got 30th place. He got 30th place, man. He don't need no marathon. He needs to get a goddamn job. That's what he needs to do. Post more on Strava. Bro, that's what I need to do, especially the workout I did today. I could have definitely posted that shit on Strava. Bro, let's see if City is mad posting shit like that. I just feel like they want attention. They want attention, bro. And it's the fact that these motherfuckers, they let bro right here just come into track and just take over track. Random roll nigga, middle of nowhere, ain't never did nothing athletic in his life, just come into track and took over track. It's the only sport that allow that shit, man. The only sport. Hey, little Jake. Hey, that kid right there gonna be something. Jake O.D. Jordan. Yeah, City Smack, this shit just roll. Like, god dang. Who like shit like this? Why are they running? Why are they running? They gotta go. Bro, say how much you weigh. I don't know. What you think? I got a scale in my house or something? Damn, Daniel Bro, if y'all look at this shit, Daniel Roberts has a big fucking head. Like a refrigerator head type shit. Like, bro has a mega head type shit. Like a light bulb type of head, deep freezer head. Let me get off, bro. He ain't never did nothing to me. I mean, I guess I don't really give a fuck. if somebody did something to me or not. Hell, most of the people I make videos and shit about ain't never did nothing to me. This shit is boring as fuck. Like, bro. He be on here meat riding, man. Like, why are you retweeting your personal tweets from the company page? Ain't this against HR policy? It's against HR policy. Who's more likely to break the world record in 1500? Jakob or Hocker? Well, Jakob is more than likely. He's more likely to break it. Cole Hawker's fucking rolled. He, like they say, lightning don't strike twice in the same place. He got lucky as fuck, like at his last Olympics. And you see, he didn't win a race before, besides the USA Championships. He didn't win a race before nor after the Olympics. Bro would never win another race. He might not ever medal again. I mean, he more than likely he won't medal again because that's just how luck goes. But yeah, he had a hell of a day. Jakob, he's a time trial type of guy. He's not good in like actual like races. He only good when he got a pacer and shit. Like that's why he got rolled at the Olympics. And it was funny because when we was shooting that Nike commercial, I said bro was gonna be rolled as fuck because we was running 150s with bro, and bro we were running like 20 pace or like 21 pace for 150, like 21 in the 150, and bro was struggling to keep up. I'm like, dog, this motherfucker finna be rolled as fuck. And he went out there and he didn't medal. Just as I said he was gonna get second, but he got fourth. That new Cole Hawker Nike ad is beyond ridiculous. I ain't even seen it. Cole Hawker is another one of them guys. He's just like an ultra loser type shit. Like he always had good talent, but I don't really give a fuck. Weird guy. Well, he's not a weird guy, but oh, did y'all see this shit? So apparently, oh snap, it's effective immediately. So apparently, JUCO is saying that if you come to JUCO for however many years, when you go to the NCAA, you will still have 4 years of eligibility. So you can go train and run in JUCO for 4 years if you want, and then go do 4 years in the NCAA rather than doing 2 years at JUCO and only having 2 years eligibility left. That's really big. I know some people who went to JUCO that's like super seniors right now. I wonder, do they get their years back? If they get their years back, it's about to be like, it's already some super unks in college right now. Like there's guys like 26, 27. There's finna be some 40-year-olds in this bitch. It's about to be some 40-year-olds in here, man. So like I love track as a sprinter, but the sport is just boring as hell, hard to market. Yeah, track is not a marketable sport. So that's the thing about track. People have to realize that Jacob said you a super unk. Literally. But people have to realize that you just simply can't get people to care about shit that they don't care about. If a person don't care about something, they don't care about it. And when like track was at his highest peak in like the late 80s, early 90s, it was super marketable. The people who competed in it, they were like worldwide global superstars. And yeah, they were like real celebrities back then. That's why you see a Carl Lewis with Tupac and Carl Lewis with Muhammad Ali and shit like that. But these guys now, they happy to get on the stream type shit. They ain't gaining nothing from it. They ain't getting no money from it or nothing. They just happy to be seen with somebody with some followers or something. So yeah, it's not a marketable sport. And I tell people all the time, like certain things just simply aren't profitable. Well, track is actually really profitable outside of the United States, but they trying so hard in the United States to get it big. No one cares in the United States. Then that's just the bottom line. If we got American football, you got the NBA, you got the MLB, they spend billions on marketing. So you ain't gonna be able to beat them spending billions on marketing, and your ass is only spending $400 on marketing. And all the content creators and media personalities in your sport, all of they ass just NPC and 3D print type shit. 3,000 followers and shit like that. Allison Felix versus Veronica Campbell Brown has been the best rivalry we've seen in a while. Allison Felix was they gonna see this what they hate about me, man. I'm just gonna speak my mind. Nigga, Allison Felix was a fucking relay merchant. Skinny legged, pigeon toed, walking motherfucker. We listen, we don't judge track and field. Oh, that should be interesting. That shit should be interesting. I got finals tomorrow, and I'm watching the stream instead. That's what you supposed to be doing. See, just for that. See, God gonna place that them final results in your brain. He gonna post it in your brain. When track was popular, so was steroids. Also, what's up? What's popping? Steroids are more used now than they were then, type shit. And it's way easier to do it now. Because you have like years of people making mistakes and you learn from their mistakes. So that shit is big as fuck now. So, and it didn't have nothing to do with that. Like the people are running faster now, but they were just stars back then. They had real personality. This is when people was being real people type shit. Everybody wasn't a robot, Xbox fried type of nigga, brain fried from Xbox and PlayStations and brain fried from social media. So you don't have no real personality. You didn't have to go outside and play and make friends and interact with other people. The sport ain't filled with normal people no more. It's a bunch of fast running weirdos. And that's just the bottom line. Quote tweet. Allison Felix was a fucking relay merchant. She went to 4 Olympics. I'm gonna type that. Did she go to 4 or 5 Olympics? She went to 2012, 16, 20. I think she went to 2008 as well. Yeah, she went to, bro, y'all, do y'all know how many Olympics did Allison Felix go to? 4 or 5? Damn, I think it's 4. 5. Damn. Oh, she went to 04 too. Oh, yeah. She did. Yeah, so she went to 5 Olympics. Thank y'all, chat. Man, I was in here struggling. 5. Damn. See, I gotta include like the expletives, like the bad words, so people can like interact with my tweets. They're gonna be saying some shit, and they have no choice but to interact. See, this marketing 101, man. Like, I don't even want to give away the sauce of real, but she went to 5 damn Olympics. And you also got to spell some shit wrong too, so they think you was like typing it fast and was like super mad. That's gonna make them like blah blah blah. She went to 5 damn Olympics. I don't even know how I could spell Olympic. Oh, I could spell Olympics with a U instead of a O. She went to 5 like UH. She went to 5 damn Olympics. Olympics type shit. See that right there gonna generate some people interacting too, saying I'm dumb and I can't spell. This is perfect though. That's gonna put it in an algorithm and get it to millions of views. 5 damn Olympics, and only what the fuck? CapCut. Fuck CapCut. Ugh. She went to 5 damn. He said Wilson will stay relevant, relatively the same. What you mean? She went to 5 damn Olympics and only has 1 in the individual gold medals she's rolled. Bro, mind y'all, she got like 9 Olympic gold medals, and all of them from relays. She is rolled. And watch, they gonna go to some shit like this. Watch, like track people are so typical. They gonna go to some shit like, Where's my account? Or how do I use this shit? Oh. Bro, what? Okay, this is perfect. They're gonna go to some shit like this right here. And I'm like, you sent Allison Felix Road. She ran 21.6 in the 200. You just ran 21 flat. You they gonna say some shit like that. And I'm gonna get on their ass like I typically do. So you gotta know something about me, man. Ain't no mystery in my history. Olympics. Yeah, man. She went to 5 Olympics type shit. UH. They gonna like, you stupid as fuck. Oh my god. W marketing. Brother, I'm telling you, like, let me tell you something, man. Content creation is a skill. Like, it's become such a great of a skill to where they're teaching it in colleges and college classes. Like, you can go to college and major in content creation. So, yeah, it's like a really big skill. And I don't be trying to get this shit away for free, because I could be the professor who be in charge of motherfuckers getting a doctorate degree, because I'm really one of them ones, man. You said that yesterday too. Yeah, man. I be trying to, spread the word. Says 21 and 17 are normal age gap. What the fuck? It I don't know. As a person who's 21 years old, why the fuck would you want someone who's 17 years old? Is that not weird, chat? I don't know. That just seems kind of weird to a guy like me. So Lil Baby is dropping the album. No one cares. Lil Baby fell off bad. Feeks. Lil Baby fell off bad. Definitely weird. Yeah, like, why the fuck would you want a 17-year-old? What the fuck? Motherfuckers be 18 and don't want a 17. Motherfuckers be 17 and don't want a 17-year-old. Sharika being injured was handled poorly in Paris. Yeah, track just allows weird shit to happen, but we may never see a season. I mean, we never see next season more than one female athlete clock in multiple 10-6s. I don't think they understand how this we listen and we don't judge shit works. As legendary as Usain Bolt was, y'all gotta move on. What the fuck? That's like saying, oh, as legendary as Michael Jordan was, man, y'all gotta move on. As legendary as Tom Brady was, man, y'all gotta move on. As legendary as Muhammad Ali was, man, y'all gotta move on. As legendary as Pele was, man, y'all gotta move on. As legendary as Babe Ruth, man, y'all gotta move on. Only in track, man, where you gotta move on from the greatest person who has ever graced your sport type shit. Crazy. I'm 19. I ain't trying to look for no high schoolers. Bro, dead ass. Like that's weird. That's weird. To wear big ass costumes and dancing to the track. Halftime concerts in order with. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. See, I ain't gonna lie. Athlos, I don't like that nigga Alexis O'Hannon, and we be beefing on Twitter all the time. Cause he ain't gonna lie, he understands that. See, I don't like, bro, Serena Williams' husband. What's bro name? Alexis. And he be trying to talk. He be saying shit like, "Oh, you ain't got enough followers, or you ain't got a lot of followers like me and shit." Like, I'm like, nigga, what? And you married to the best tennis player ever, type shit. But yeah, me and bro be beefing on Twitter. But he threw that Athlos meet. Let me tell you, he almost did it the right way, but he fucked up in a lot of ways. But that's where a track can really like seal the deal if they hit up guys like me who watching this shit like objectively from the outside looking in. Like, a lot of people like watch things and pay attention to things that they care about just to see all the good in it, but I'm trying to see all the negative in it. I ain't watching something to see the good in it. I'm watching it to see all the negative in it, so I know how it can improve and become a better product type shit. But that's just something that a lot of people don't even pay attention to. But I was watching like the Athlos shit. Well, I didn't watch the meet. Really, I didn't even watch the meet. I don't know. It was just too late and I was on a flight. But yeah, I didn't watch the Athlos meet, but I heard he had like a concert with like Megan Thee Stallion and it was in New York. They kind of almost did it the right way, but they did it the wrong way. Like he cut out the field events like he was supposed to. He didn't really have no distance events like that. But they were saying it's like 30 minutes, 20 minutes in between each event. It was only all women and you didn't even get the top women in the sport for real. So yeah, like it almost worked type shit. Like he almost had the right idea, but the motherfucker want to come in, be the savior, and like play like he know it all to the point where you ain't gonna be able to get the best product because you think you know it all for real. Like, but yeah, I don't fuck with bro. Like, fuck that nigga. Yeah, fuck everything he stand for. Fuck Serena Williams for even being with bro ass. Elaine is the greatest. Nah, dead ass. Like, fuck what y'all talking about. I hear people say all the time, oh yeah, Shelly Ann Fraser is the best 100 runner of all time. She's not. She's really, she's probably the most consistent, but I ain't gonna lie. You ain't down playing that double-double Elaine did at the Olympics. That shit is crazy. And like being injured in between both Olympics and coming back and winning the 1 and the 2 4 years apart. When everybody counted you out, when Shelly Ann was the favorite and winning everything, winning the world championships in between and running the fastest times, having the world leads, and you show up and win the 1 and the 2. Elaine is the greatest 100 meter, and she really has the real world record in 100. If we're gonna be honest, Elaine is the greatest 100 meter runner of all time on the women's side. Not even 100 meter runner, just the greatest sprinter of all time. 10-5, 21-5, double-double Olympic champion. That's the best shit we done ever seen. Yeah, like there is no debating that shit. Like Elaine is the best shit on the women's side, and Usain is the best shit on the men's side. Damn, Jamaica got both titles, but it be like that. Noah Lyles still don't get the credit he deserved because his personality. Nigga, that's his fault. His fault. Tell that nigga to stop acting like Goku and be a grown ass 30-year-old man. New gen. Elaine, women go, both men go. Simple. It really is. It's simply that simple. It's simply that simple. And make sure everybody who's watching this live stream right now that y'all like this video and subscribe to my channel. Why wouldn't you? Come on now. Oh. I seen Runner Boy. He put up a video. Ugh. We gonna look at that shit because we're gonna look at the video that he has. It's this video right here. Oh snap. Bro, y'all talking about new gen. Do you cook your homies a lot? Hell yeah, I do. Hell yeah, I do. Bro, like all my friends, all my teammates, bro, that's just how I do, bro. Like cause I ain't gonna lie, I feel like if I don't like crack jokes on you every time I see you, not every time I see you, but just like on some, if I can't tell a joke about your ass, like I don't love you for real. Like jokingly. I'm like, yeah, bro, like I do that shit all the time. Now, if I don't ever do that shit with your ass, then nigga don't really fuck with you like that. Bro, then a lot of time too, I like crack jokes in people like about people around me to really motivate their ass, because a lot of people don't see the potential in themselves, and I be seeing the potential in a lot of people. So I be trying to, bring that dog out of them in all aspects of life. I remember this one girl was telling me, like when I was like an accounting major, she was telling me how she want to like work. Where did she say she want to work? Some accounting firm, and I'll like be on her ass every day because she's like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this job and blah blah blah, this internship, and I'll be on her ass every day, like cracking jokes, like, you doing that shit, but I'm really finna be the best accountant type shit, like in the world. And you gonna be on some road shit, and it made her like work harder and shit like that. And now she's working at that hoe. But people don't be seeing the potential in themselves and the shit that they can actually do, because they be too busy worrying about everybody else and worrying about being approved by everybody else, and that should have your ass rolled as fuck in life. Do y'all want to be rolled in life? Yes or no? They ain't motivated sometimes. Shit, a lot of times they don't be. But one thing about me, bro, like I can only motivate you for so long. I motivate you for a year straight, and I see you ain't made no progress in a year. I'm through fucking with you. Why that form kind of ugly, bro? What you talking about? The future of track is weird.
Wix gives you the freedom to tell your story with a professional website.
The form be jumping.
Coming up with original solutions.
Oh shit, he did a segment on Grand Slam track. Ooh, he finna get on Mike ass.
Want to see is the best of the best going head to head with the athletes getting paid properly for their efforts, and that's pretty much it. This is where something by the name of Grand Slam track comes into play, and this is where things start to get pretty exciting, but also a little weird too. For those who don't know who Michael Johnson is, I'm not sure how you even came across this video then. He's the greatest 400-meter runner to ever live and was the greatest 200-meter runner of his era as well.
I ain't gonna lie. See, this what I respect about. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with whoever this runner boy dude is. I want to meet bro type shit. Ain't gonna lie. I don't be liking, because sometimes bro be coming some hateful shit on my shit. But bro be keeping it real type shit, like with his videos. Like he don't dick ride type shit. Like he gonna give you his real opinion. Like you can tell this is like a real person. Like he, out of everybody who does media, in my opinion, like for track, he should really be the top nigga. I be seeing Total Runner Productions, and that nigga's a dick rider. Like that nigga is the ultimate cocksucker type shit. Like I can't. We don't want guys like that. We need guys like Runner Boy, guys who will be subjective type shit and be real. That will make track grow for sure. He said Michael Johnson was the best, is the greatest 400-meter runner of all time. How is he not? You got to think about it. Michael Johnson ran 43 in the 400 10 years in a row. Had the world record in the 200 and the 400 and the 300. But he had 5 Olympic gold medals. He had to give one back because Pettigrew tested positive. But yeah, 5 Olympic gold medals.
The man was allergic to anything but a gold medal, as the double-digit golds he possesses now.
Yeah, bro has 10 gold. He has 10 global medals, and they're all gold. End of discussion.
It's one of the most unique and impressive accolades Mr. Johnson has out of any athlete in athletics and really sports history. I've kept tabs on him here and there on the occasion I check Twitter, because he seems to be a decently vocal guy on any noteworthy track news that comes his way. After years of critical analysis on the ever-struggling track and field economy, he finally put his vocal nature to practice a few months back.
I think, though, with Grand Slam, they should have, that's another thing that Athlos did the right way. They just didn't do the right person. They chose like a face. They chose Gabby. Oh, he said Cooper Lukenhaus ran 152 and 800 today, or like previously type shit. But yeah, they chose Gabby to be like the face of it type shit. Like Mike, he's doing too much media and he's not an interesting nigga. Like motherfuckers don't care what he gotta say. Like we're not entertained by him. Like none of that shit. So it's like, damn, he should have chose a face like one of the athletes and used them as like put them out front of media. They talking to TMZ. They talking to. I seen Mike do some shit with Kevin Hart now. He's not interested. She only had like 30,000 views. Like, bruh. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just, and that's what another thing that I get from everybody in track be looking at it for the positive. They like watch track meets completely boring as fuck, but they watching it for the positive. Like, well, at least that everybody was healthy at the end of the meet. Well, hell, they was running fucking 50 and a fucking 400 as grown men. They should be healthy. Everybody looking at it for the good, but I'm looking at all the bad. Because if you look at all the bad, you can like, damn, I can improve this, this, and this. I'm looking at it for all the bad.
And announced a brand new track called Grand Slam Track, which does seem to take direct inspiration from the Grand Slam tennis tournament series. It first made waves through a Forbes article where Johnson claimed to have snagged a nice $30 million in funding for it. He also went on ESPN to talk about it, and around this time would do a formal video announcement too, laying out the groundwork for why any and everyone should be competing at and watching this series. The claims Johnson makes about this league are,
if there were fights in track, that shit would get more views. Not gonna lie, it would. That's why I really be trying to get Fred Kerley just go out there and just do it to somebody ass. But man, he really like a needle in haystacks too, just a real ninja surrounded by a bunch of peons in the sport. And it ain't too many real people in track, bro. Like everybody want to be like the best guy. So you know how it's like some people, you got some type of people in life, like they could be competing against you, but if they see you doing something and they feel like they can help you, they gonna still help you because they know they're better than you. A motherfucker in track will be out there, like if that shit get even, they ain't helping your ass. They ain't doing none of that shit because they don't really believe they better than you for real. They got like this false confidence, this false hope, and yeah, but you got like motherfuckers in track, bro. They are really like, they really some real ninjas type shit. Who the fuck? He said, damn. Fred versus Oblique. Bro, Oblique is 5'6", man. Like, he's
pretty hefty, but he does really try and back it up quite well with a catalog of features that make this event attractive. First off, the prize pools are pretty damn solid. Compared to Diamond League races, they're making everything else look like your local turkey trot in terms of what you can expect to win here. Not only do they plan on inviting plenty of the top athletes from various disciplines too, but they'll even receive contracts so that they're committed to the 4 meets that the series will hold. The events span from the 100 meters all the way up to the 5,000 meters, but how exactly those will be run is something we'll touch on soon. Their poster athlete for Johnson's new league was a fantastic first choice, and that was no other than Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. And then shortly after, Josh Kerr was announced too. These are 2 big and amazing names to start off with, don't get me wrong, but in a way, it's
all right. I'm not entertained by this shit. Let's skip it up and see if he gets to some.
With the winner getting a healthy 6 figures. That's not even including their contracts either. The fact that just being a part of these races will get you more money than winning a Diamond League race is a fantastic step in the right direction.
I ain't gonna lie, your ass go away to Europe to run a race for $500. Your ass stupid as fuck. Like, you need your ass kicked for doing some shit like that.
Direction, and I think it will incentivize,
because the trip gonna cost about 3rd place, $3,500. So if your stupid ass fly way out there and $500 that whole, and your rent $2,000 a month, you make 1/4 the rent and flew across the world, and that shit really gonna set you back about 2 weeks because you're gonna have jet lag when you come back.
much more honest competition, not just in the front, but hopefully in other aspects of the race as well. This one can be perceived as,
he said, total running, or who is TDR or TRD? He's biased, be pissing me off. Yeah, that's why I'm fucking with Runner Boy. He ain't biased.
Superficial, but it's something that I think
like he gonna give you your credit and he gonna tear your ass down. He just like me, but I ain't giving you no credit. I'm just tearing shit down.
It could be an underrated gem if done properly. I enjoy the sense of freedom athletes will now supposedly have when it comes to embracing whatever identity they want to not just have as an athlete, but as a brand too. I can only imagine what someone like Sha'Carri would do if she had the complete freedom to design whatever racing outfit she wanted. Same can go for Noah or a lot of the more extroverted stars that want to bring a
Noah's a fucking weirdo. Like, bro's a cold weirdo.
bit of flair to the scene. That is, if these mentioned people get signed up for this, but fingers crossed. Lastly, with FlowTrack taking over the Diamond League rights
Just
for US
dragging
viewers,
shit down,
this will be
literally.
a fantastic alternative to threaten the company.
Is Nico Schultz role. Look at Yassine. Man, shout out to my boy Yassine, being consistent on YouTube. Shout out to Yassine, man. Bro hates Noah with a passion. Bro, I don't hate nobody like Nico. Damn, Nico got a Jewish ass last name. What he ran like 149? 149 is road as fuck. Yeah, I guess it's December though. Strongly dislike Noah with a passion. See, y'all, I'm a strongly dislike it with a passion type of guy. Yeah, I'm a strongly dislike it. Road to 145.
Is this thing on? Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day we all have been waiting for. It is meet day here at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. And if you don't know who I am, name is Nico Schultz.
He said, if you don't know who I am. No, we don't know who you are, Nico. Introduce yourself to the audience with your road ass.
800-meter specialist here at the University of Nebraska. Also, I run the 400 from time to time. So today, what I have planned for everybody here watching this video is an 800-meter behind-the-scene access of me getting ready for the race.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, doing all this, his ass better 144 that hoe at this meet. Yeah,
finish that race and then bounce back about an hour and a half later for the 4x4. It's going to be a great day. I have been training for this ever since the summertime. My last year.
Yeah, if he been training all summer and shit too, nigga building up his physique and his endurance and shit, he better run 144 at this meet that we watching this video on.
Season, for those who don't know, I did not make the finals at the regional meet to make it to nationals. And then in the 4x4, I made it to nationals, but then we later on got disqualified because when I handed off the baton, dude stepped on the line, my anchor leg. Shout out to him. He was a 44 runner. You know, we all have mental errors.
There's no 44 runners at Nebraska. Like, there's literally, like, why even say some shit like what the
things like that from time to time. So we got disqualified because he stepped on the line before I handed off to him, which sucked.
Keep doing your thing.
But
yes,
today is a new season and the start to a new beginning, and I am.
No, he said there's no reason to run 44 right now or 144. I agree that there's no reason to run 144 right, but I'm saying the way like this video is seeming like he talking about he been training all summer just for this moment. He better run 144 in this video. Shout out to Nico, man.
So excited for you, for everybody here watching this video today, for myself or for everyone out there.
I just feel like he's doing too much fucking vlogging to not run. Look at this shit. He got his shit wrote out. Oh my, literally, look where his hand is. 144. He better run 144 in this video.
147.4, and that's the end all be all goal.
29.
Them hoes not even bad. He said, nigga, Nico finna run 147 at the end of the year. No improvement.
30.
Okay.
Is bro stagnant maxing?
After that.
We'll see what happens.
God damn. Where the fuck the race at? Nigga, we've been watching a 10-minute video. No race. That bro swimming in that hole. No way, he just swam his way to a 30-40. The fuck? Hey, that boy ass. Oh my God. If he came through that hole at 120, chat, he's not on pace to go 144 right now. This nigga is on 150 pace. He even have to cut out down there 6 seconds in his last 200. He finna have to run, chat. He finna have to run 19 his last 200 to run 144. If he don't run 144, we through fucking with this video.
Come on, Nico!
Man, he's up here. Oh my God, he's swimming around the curve. The clock is on 144 right now, and he's 45 meters away from the line. Jared, what the fuck did he run? $149.4. No, we're through fucking with that shit, guys. Who else? What else should we look? I just seen. Yeah, that shit right there is crazy, man. Shout out to Nico though. What a wonderful guy. If you just type in track on here. Fuck that. Let's look at Sidious Mag since they the kings of this shit. Track barely got teammates sometimes. I almost got rolled by his teammate. Oh my God. They posted the fourth fastest time in US history, and shit had 1,000 views. Video 6 days ago. They done took their time to make a 1-hour video, 700 views. Grant Fisher reflect on his shit, 4,000 views in 2 weeks. Damn, I'm killing them niggas with the numbers. I'm running circles around these niggas, and they the biggest shit in track or on some industry playing shit. Track or the best colleges. Ain't no such thing as the best colleges. Hell, you could go to goddamn Dog State University and turn up at that bitch. GCU is a good choice, though. It is a good choice. Sidious Mag, distance bias. Yeah, no one gives a fuck about distance. That's why no one watches that shit. I posted a video today on YouTube. Let's see how many views that shit got. Pretty sure it's more than 700, like they last video 3 days ago. Best spikes is there. It's all a preference thing, bro. 3,000 views, 3,700 in less than a day. Sidious Mag is fucking chopped. They're chopped. I love distance hate. Nigga back streaming. Yeah, man. I'm back streaming, man. Long as fucking boring, just wasting time, man. I guess you gotta. The distance events are only good because that's like the bathroom break times, and it give us, time in between our races to get a break. You run a 400 and you got that 5K in between, so you can chill, and then you got that 200 later. So, yeah, man, that shit be roll. Let's go to letsrun.com type shit. I always hear about these guys, but where's Everett? Oh my God. When we get in the 400, bruh, soon, I'm gonna have to run that whole soon, like in January. You run the 400 NAU. Nice try, Diddy. Bro, what the fuck is this website, man? Okay, on the boards. What the fuck? Bro, like this glitchy ass website they got going. Hobbs Kessler looks like a fucking little kid. Gatekeeping. What's his media knowledge? No, bro, I'm not gatekeeping. I'm just I just answer what people ask type shit. I ain't giving no extra. So I'm like, bro, why is this shit glitching? Sebastian Cole. Man, he's such a weirdo. On the boards. Bro, why is this shit? Fuck is wrong with this website? Is it possible to go to prison for life so you can get free food and board without hurting anyone? Bro said, is it possible to get life without hurting anyone? I don't know about life. Nah, to get life, you're going to have to hurt some or do like some government shit. But even if you do some government shit, like he said Aaron versus Jay Johnson at 50. You got to think. Jay Johnson ran 7 seconds in the 60. Who do you think will win to 50 type shit? I had trouble sleeping, so I pulled up to a distance meet, popped the melatonin pill so I can sleep better. Oh my God. You said go to the boards? Bro, what the fuck is this website? Dog, where do I go on here? Oh, running discussion forum. What are your goals this season? To do it to their ass. That's my goal. To do it to their ass. Nothing more, nothing less. This man Paul Wall say he didn't know he was white. Like, nigga. What did you think you were? Type shit. See, ain't gonna cap, bro. If it's one thing about me, I'm gonna let a motherfucker know how I'm feeling. If it's guys, how do I navigate this? Well, search your name and see if anybody's talking about you. How do I search myself, guys? It gotta be something on here about me, I think. Is it like this search? Imagine he's controversial. Who are you talking about? Bro, I'm not seeing how to search on here. Oh, right here. Aaron Brown. Ugh. 22 years ago. Can I y'all do newest? Yassine Abdallah. Please get off Let's Run. You have potential. So hop on YouTube and do a collab with Aaron Brown. They saying Yassine to get on. Oh yeah, to do a collab with the GOAT. Now accused of throwing strays, keeping it real. Just say cute. Bro, I don't be throwing strays. Like, just think about this. Somebody, like, just say you see a girl, right? And she has a big ass alien head type shit. And everybody going up to her like, oh, you so pretty. You look so good. and I walk up and I say, "You got a big ass alien head. Did I keep it real or did I throw it straight?" Because before I told her head was big and she looks like Roger from American Dad or E.T., she thought she was one of them ones. So he says, Aaron Brown D1 mistake. Damn, what mistake did I make? And he said, they didn't say I made a mistake. They said I made a D1 mistake. God damn. Bro, what the fuck? Yes, spreading the incredible love and joy. That's what keeping it real is all about. I'm spreading the love. Damn, they on my ass. They said, "Can someone please knock this guy down?" What does that mean? He didn't even make it to the semifinals at regionals last season. He want to talk about so much crap, blah blah blah. SEC roster spots. Why does Gen Z give people like this a platform? See, that's the thing about me. No one gave me a platform. I went and made a platform for myself. No one gave me a platform. I went and took a platform. Like that just you say I didn't make it to regionals for finals or whatever, semifinals. You got to realize the time I ran last season in the 200 made the Olympic trials semifinals. So, relax. Bro, why is this website so glitchy? I enjoy his stuff where you seen Abdallah and the occasional hating on no. Bro, I don't be hating on nobody. Yeah, bro, me and Yassine, we got to do a new video. He said you still got rolled. I didn't really get rolled, bro. You got to think I had ran like what 20.8 in that race or some shit. And like the winner of that heat ran like 20.5. So nigga wasn't rolled. I just didn't win that hoe. Oh, he is on record saying doping is prevalent, including at the high school level. What I want to hear is whether he's wrong about that. Only strongly dislikes. Man, I said computer running middle school times. Bro, no cap. Computer running daycare times, preschool times. I guess it's a generational thing, showing my age, but you're right. Social media has given everyone a platform, no matter how dumb they are. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm legit probably one of the smartest people who have ever walked this planet. Like, no funny shit. I'm probably one of the smartest guys who have ever like graced this earth. On some real shit, like, bro, I know a lot of stuff. I know a lot of stuff. I know a lot of stuff. But I know like a lot of important stuff. Like a lot of people be knowing about a lot of stuff, but it'd be a bunch of bullshit. I know about like a lot of important stuff. Can't make it D1, so why not make wild allegations? It couldn't have been talking about me. I've been to 2 D1 schools. They said he is on record. Okay, so that's one about me. They said Aaron Brown makes a D1 mistake. Not a D1 mistake. Aaron Brown. Let's see GCU. How much you make a year? I'm broke. I make nothing a year. Says Aaron Brown standing on business. 20.7 world lead. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I crashed out like bro. I opened up 20.7 like the week after Thanksgiving. I knew I was doing some shit I ain't had no business doing. Newest search. Parvez Khan, Indian Star. Hey, that's my boy right there. Aaron Brown said he failed a test this year for weed. What the fuck? Bro, I don't even smoke. I only like drunk alcohol type shit. Bro, I've never even been drug tested by my school. How would I fail a drug test? Jake Warner versus Aaron Brown, 1v1. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know who the hell that is. I honestly don't. And I would hate to sit here and even lie to you. Montverde Academy, Aaron Brown. Damn, I be breaking all the news. Ooh, they got me on here. So even though you broke, do the absolute. Still rest in love with you. Yes. 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 What colleges did US teams go to? Damn, they gonna use me as a source. As a source. But I ain't gonna lie, like I remember during the Olympics, people was like sending me like newspapers and shit. Like with me being like quoted in different like news articles and shit. I was like, damn, boy, look, TikTok Aaron Brown making his way up in the world. Making his way up. All in national publications and shit like that. How does a peasant like me accomplish such feat? Money with fine, maybe. You don't. It's either you gonna be one of them ones or you not. Then that's just the bottom line. Pursue track as a career. Track is not really a career type of thing. It's like selling dope type shit. Like if you in track and you just use it to like get the little money you're gonna get out of it and then go leverage type shit. You can like, even I'm saying little money, you can make 5-10 million running track, but still take that little money and go turn it to something big to where your initial investment seemed like it was little type shit. That's gonna go over a lot of y'all heads. Shit gonna go over a lot of y'all heads, man. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? First track meet vlog. He was probably rolled at that hoe, huh? Bro looked like a I can't. Why don't you run for another country internationally? Free trips. Don't need to, man. Don't need to. Man, goddamn, get on that hoe and get to saying anything. Let's see what these niggas talking about. There's probably some dick riding going on in this video. The final leg.
If you're living with severe alopecia areata, it's time to grow out loud.
Hey, Rose Runner, I'm gonna talk about that shit.
With FDA approved.
I'm gonna talk about that.
Terrence Jones
I'll be right back.
He's pretty done.
Yeah, I think he went pro already.
Okay, because he was at the Olympics, but you know he wasn't. This outdoor, he wasn't Terrence Jones. Just to be honest,
I think he just got hammered from indoors and just he got an injury, and then it just lingered. But I think he'll come back this year and he'll probably run 9.8. I don't even think that's a stretch. I think that's pretty conservative.
I mean, we never. Well, I would argue. I mean, since we're on the topic, we never got to see what he was capable of outdoors. If you ask me,
no,
he's never had
he's capable of something crazy.
Yeah.
I honestly, this might be a hot take. I think he's going to be able to push for a world medal next year in the 100.
Is he training out of Texas still?
Yeah, I think so.
That'll of course be tough. That'll be tough considering 100. But I mean, he has that talent. He got that talent.
Think about it. I mean, he's one of the best starters. I mean, he's like probably 6 out of 10 times he's beating me out of like to 40, right? And then he's got that top end speed too. And now he's not going to have the indoor season to just crush him. He's just going to go straight on the outdoor season. I mean, he's already got 991. I think he had more in his bag.
Title is Dick Riding.
Yeah, and that's true. That was 2 years ago. That was
Bruh, he ain't ran in 2 years because he's a 60 merchant, and everybody knows 60 merchants be hurt and rolled outdoor. The nigga 6'4", run 6'4" in the 60, you gotta know it can't go good for his ass in 100. If you 6'4", you literally and you running 6'4" in the 60, you're legit the closest thing to Usain Bolt for real. You legit the closest thing to Bolt for real. And you only run 9.9 in the 100, you're a 60 merchant.
Last year, like
he's gotten better. He just hasn't been able to put it down because he's been focused on NCAAs.
How has he gotten better? He won the 60 one year. He ran 6:45 or ran 6:45 that year, broke the collegiate record that Christian Coleman has. And the next year he won nationals, which was last year, 6:45. He ran the same shit. How has he gotten better?
They won an.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'll say this: if he won an indoor national team title,
yeah.
And I mean, speaking from the head coach perspective, because I wore that hat as well, well, he did what we asked you to.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to go to the day we won a national title. Like, I mean, you make your trades, you know what I mean? Because I definitely had athletes.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I remember when this is another point, bro. Like track and field, bro. I told y'all they let anybody like be media people, but I ain't gonna cap. I forgot the bald head dude name. The bald dude and Coach Rob, they two real niggas really doing this shit, like, cause they gonna be on some like they gonna celebrate the runners and shit like that. So they ain't gonna celebrate nothing, and they ain't celebrating nobody, but they gonna celebrate the runners. But they gonna give their real opinion about that shit. Like if they don't agree with something, they gonna like tell you they don't agree with that shit. A lot of these guys don't do that, so that's why I'm like subscribed to them, bro. Like they two real ninjas.
Please, where it's like, okay, look, this is regionals.
He said Kayin clueless, LOL, all that dick riding. Get off his tip, like, oh my god. Oh my god. Dude's only good for a 60.
I know you a little hurt, but like this is regionals.
It was their whole team too. I talked to their Texas Tech's coach. I'm actually pretty close to them. Every time we have a meet, I have a good conversation with them. And he's saying just after indoors, they were just torn up. And they just
because they're an indoor school type shit. Ooh, for real, that's what I'm saying.
Went well on that indoor championship, and then they just had nothing outdoors.
Hey, well,
and that's kind of the trade-off. I mean, if you want to go hard indoors, then it's going to be hard for you to maintain, a high level of competition outside.
Yeah, so, well, national titles.
I respect it. They wanted the championship. So.
Yeah, I mean, national titles are hard to get. So who, at any level, who is the best athlete you've ever competed against? Because you already named a few. So as far as like, if you had to say he was the most talented, who would you put on that? Who would you put at the top?
I think Terrence is the most talented. I don't think you've seen the best of Terrence yet.
How the fuck is Terrence the most talented when he raced Christian Coleman? What the?
I think he's gonna be better than Christian Coleman. I am such a believer in Terrence, and
this nigga is dick riding. Oh my god! Like, how much dick could you fit in your fucking mouth? Bro said, I think Terrence is gonna be better than Christian Coleman. I ain't gonna cap. Coleman ass ran 980 in college, like 985 on some, or 83, and has the collegiate record. Terrence ass is barely cracking 9.9. And not only that, Coleman also won the 100 and the 200 type shit in college. Terrence ain't won the 100 or the 200 type shit. He only wins the 60. Yeah. Oh my god, 82. And yeah, how are you gonna be better? And Coleman ran 9.7 and won the world championships type shit, and then got second at the world championships and was one of the two last people to beat Usain Bolt. What the fuck?
He's an absolute unicorn. There's no.
Oh my god, this nigga is dick riding. Fuck.
Reason why somebody should be 6'5" and running like starting like that and finishing like that. Like you have not seen the best of Terrence yet. Like he's gonna be
literally. How do you know that shit? Like, oh my god, like fuck.
Yeah, a monster. I think he's definitely has the most.
This nigga still dick riding. Fuck. I'm gonna skip this whole 20 seconds. See if bro still dick riding.
Should not be able to move that. Like at 6'5", you should not be able to move.
You should, right? It's like,
oh my god, nigga, get off your knee.
Like, your turnover is still extremely quick. Like it doesn't make no sense. Like Terrence Jones should not be running like 6'4" in the 60.
Yeah.
Like
he should. Ain't gonna lie.
they'll like be showing me like stuff that Usain Bolt does, and they'll be trying to like copy it. I'll be like, dude, Usain Bolt was a freaking unicorn. Like you're not gonna run like him. Like your race style will look nothing.
He looks
like
a white black
person. He's just an absolute freak of nature.
6'5".
I think Terrence is the same way.
Turtle
like,
top.
Terrence running 6'4", 645 multiple times. That's one of the most impressive things I've seen out of anybody. Definitely, he has so much talent.
Yeah,
bro.
The way you broke
these
it down,
niggas been dick riding for 4 minutes straight. What the fuck? Like, nigga, what are we doing? Why do
together where you're basically saying he's working with a deck of cards, you just haven't played that hand properly yet.
Yeah.
And that's coming from a guy who did the sprint double indoors and let it team.
Bro, and it's like when they say something like Kayin just don't agree, he gonna be like, yeah, that's what he gonna do. He always gotta add like some extra dick riding to it. Like he be like, oh, so yeah, Terrence, he'll probably be this good. Yeah, he's gonna be better than Bolt. Like he's just so great. Like, damn, little bro, that nigga might not even be better than you type shit. He just up and gonna be better than Bolt.
Team to a national title.
Yeah, he was definitely team first this year. But once he gets, I think this next year when he starts to actually focus on himself and like getting himself to that big meet, I don't know, like there's not a whole lot of people that are gonna be able to like hang with him. I feel like, but also I don't want to be a fan. I'm competing too.
I don't want to be a fan. Nigga been dick eating 4 minutes and 43 seconds straight. And then after that, be like, but I ain't trying to seem like I'm dick riding. You know, I just dick roll for 5 minutes. It's too late. You caught. Nigga, you caught. Get from up under that bed. I see you up under that, nigga. You caught.
I want to win that too. So I come on. I
but
I don't want to say too much about like that stuff. But yeah, I think he is really talented.
He dick rolled for 5 minutes and said, yeah, I don't want to say too much. Nigga, how much more do you have for that to not be enough or a lot already type shit? Yeah, I just did roll for 5 minutes, but I don't want to say too much. Damn. How much more can you provide? He said, I thought you fuck with, bro. I do fuck with Kayin, bro. That's why I'm like cracking jokes on, bro. Bro, I really fuck with Kayin, bro. Like I want to see bro do good things. But you gotta think about it. I just feel like a lot of these guys, they aren't just so media savvy, bro, for real. Like they ain't like marketing savvy. They not like content creation savvy. Like if I talk about you, more than likely I said something negative about you. So people coming to you to see you respond or say anything back, and these niggas don't be saying nothing back. So he's like, damn, I really threw them an alley-oop so they can dunk because it's gonna get them some views, some more followers, and all of that. But they don't utilize it, man. They don't utilize it. So yeah, like I'll talk bad about like a nigga, but if I'm mentioning them, more than likely I'm trying to help them out for real. Because it'd be a lot of people, they'll say shit about me and make videos about me, want to get a response. I know if I respond to them, I'm gonna help them out. So I don't respond. But if I respond to you or say something about you, that means I want people to tune in to you. That's why I say, man, I'm one of the smartest guys in the world. Like, this shit just be over so many of y'all heads. Like, God damn, I don't even expect y'all to get it for real. Final leg. Let's go to bro shit. I fuck with bro. He do some good shit. Like, he be sitting in front of that camera with that big bald head. Anderson. Yeah, that's bro name. Anderson. Yeah, I rock with bro. Cause he be keeping that shit real, bro. Look at him. He get in front of and like I'm gonna get in front of the camera. Oh hell no. But yeah, I'm gonna get in front of the camera. I'm gonna put anything on. I'm just hop out the bed and put anything on. He be like putting fits on. Like nigga be putting fits on. He set his camera up, pull his mic out. Man, we gotta subscribe to him. See, I already hit the like button.
Talk about Gout Gout, and of course, you know he's been.
Yeah, man. Everybody been saying, look, Gout gonna be the next Usain.
All in the news over the past, of course, weekend, but also the past couple of weeks, and then of course the entire year. It's going to be a little bit different video. I'll talk a little bit about the results and some of the history, but I want to talk about why this actually connects with us a little bit. So this past weekend, 16-year-old Gout Gout, he broke the Australian national record in the 200 running,
which was rolled as a bitch. You mean to tell me this country with 30 million people, national record, senior national record is 20 something? Man, you can just say whatever about me, man. But 20.04 is fucking rolled for a national record with a country of 30 million people.
20.04 seconds. Now that took down what the 56-year-old record.
And it was by a white guy type shit. You mean to tell me it ain't no niggas that don't stump through these grounds that could beat this white guy from the 60s?
Record set by Peter Norman all the way back at the
he ain't gonna pan out. They never do.
City when he won a silver medal behind Tommy Smith and ahead of John Carlos. That was by far, I think, one of the oldest national records on the books in the entire sport. I think Haiti's long jump record might be the only older record. Maybe there's some others, but I don't know. Even more importantly, though, Peter Norman's 20.06 was set at altitude, while Gout Gout was, of course, set at sea level. And even more importantly than that, Gout Gout is only 16 years old. So, yes, his 20.04 is, of course, faster than Usain Bolt or Eric.
I'm kind of skeptical, guys. I don't think Gout Gout is actually 16. I have my reasons, and I will explain if I'm legally obligated to, but I don't think bro ass is 16 from what I done found out.
Night in faster than they ran when they were 16 years old. And yes, he's been getting the label as the next Usain Bolt, right? Everyone has been saying that. But even the day before, he actually ran a windy 10.04, which is, I think, the fast all conditions 100-meter time for 16-year-old apparently. But instead of just, again, talking about his potential, his times, what he could run and all that, I actually find the most interesting is the why behind we're getting so excited about Gout Gout. I mean, right, some things are clear on the surface. He's young, he's fast. The fact that he is barely a teenager and he's dropping these historic times, it's an immediate...
Which means he's going to be rolled as fuck when he's old. He's going to be rolled as fuck when he's old type shit. If you ever notice, like, Bolt and them was running, like, kind of fast when they was young. But they wouldn't... They were just running, like, regular high school fast. Like, they was running 20.2 and 20.1 and shit. But they didn't really start running fast for real until they was like 21, 22 and shit like that. That's when like Bolt really turned up. He's like 22, 23 years old. So you see these guys running what Bolt was running in his prime at 16, your central nervous system gonna fall apart very, very soon. And your ass gonna be rolled as fuck. That's why you see a lot of these guys run fast at 16, and when they turn 19, they struggle to run the times they ran when they was 16. They don't really even be close.
It's shock of like, I literally just can't believe that this happened. The video of him in the 100 meters, it literally looks to me like the second half is like sped up. It's like 2 times speed or something crazy like that. That's how insane it is. But he also, it's exciting because he has so much personality. He signed with Adidas and he's technically a pro already, but because he's still developing, he's still young, I feel like he's able to just like truly express himself in a way that, I don't know, many pro athletes, all due respect, right? Some of them just aren't able to do for various reasons.
They as boring as, I'm gonna say what I'm trying to say. These niggas boring as fuck, and they ain't got no personality, and I want to keep my job, so I ain't gonna say it like that.
And seeing him get so excited after his races, I don't know, to me that's just a straight joy to watch. On top of that, he is still learning and he's still growing. Literally, he's tall, he's lanky, he doesn't have the greatest start by the traditional measures. And I'm sure internet coaches, right, they're going to be breaking down his form and explaining why.
That nigga say internet coaches. What the fuck? Oh my God. Oxtail bones. Quincy's on SARMs and EPO. Night never ran 1904. Yes, it was. Search it up. Yeah, it was windy at LSU. I mean, the wind reading was legal, but it wasn't actually legal.
It's every little thing, but I don't know. That's actually what I think makes us fall in love with Gout Gout. He's not this perfect model sprinter. He's a 16-year-old kid with tons of talent, and he's going to be out there being the best that he can be, even if he doesn't have perfect sprinting form. He's not Asafa Powell or Tyson Gay. That's perfectly okay. Maybe he'll get there one day, but watching him learn the sport and develop into a better athlete, having fun along the way, that's part of the excitement that we get from actually watching him on the track. Another thing that I do think excites us is because he's someone we've never seen before. And I say that in relation to him being Australian specific.
Dude, this nigga be reading scripts or what? I feel like this nigga don't be freestyling. Flojo, blah, blah, blah. I ain't gonna lie. Flojo 100 was windy, but her 200 wasn't windy at the Olympics that year. She ran 21:34. But that's why I believe like she was like sliding in 100, because she ran like 10:50 something and legal and shit like that at a different time. So yeah, but her 200 when she stood up and kept them hoes in the front, that wasn't a Flojo was that one in that 200. Oh my goodness.
Specifically, he's not American, he's not Jamaican, he's not Nigerian or British or from some other Caribbean.
He's from South.
He's from a country.
He trying to make it seem like Gout Gout just like an Australian
that traditionally has not had top sprinters, let alone a generational talent being called the quote unquote next Usain Bolt.
Nigga, he ain't from. Are you this black ass nigga? Look at this shit. Like, come on now. He talking about he ain't from the Caribbean. He ain't from no African country. Nigga, are you fucking blind? Open your motherfucking eyes. What you mean this nigga ain't from no African country? He's purple. He's from South Sudan. Nigga, let's stop acting brand new. Like we was born last night. What the fuck? Man, these track guys crack me up. Crack me up, man. And like I'll be putting fits on.
But these are just my, particular feelings when I'm talking about Gout Gout. What I really think truly makes him an exciting athlete is the fact that he almost gives the track and field community and track and field fans a feeling of both kind of nostalgia as well as some hope for the future.
This nigga vocabulary and shit too good. What the fuck? This nigga gotta be reading the script. Like, bro, because on most of my videos, I just be on them hoes freestyling. But you can't tell. I feel like bro is like doing way too good to be freestyling type shit. Nigga gotta be reading the script. Nigga throwing in big ass words and shit. Bro, just a good teleprompter reader.
Gout Gout allows us to kind of look back at moments when we were shocked at a historic performance, when we had a feeling of, I don't know, what did we just see, right?
This nigga is engaged as a bitch to his topic. That nigga back. That nigga said, that nigga start using his whole body to explain the excitement about Gout Gout. What the fuck? Bro, check this shit out. Like, look how he like scooted back in.
That he almost gives the track and field community and track and field fans a feeling of both kind of nostalgia as well as some hope for the future. Gout Gout allows us to kind of look back at moments when kind of nostalgia as well as some hope for the future. Gout Gout allows us to kind of look back at moments when we were shocked at a historic performance, when we had a feeling of, I don't know, what did we just see, right? As I kind of alluded to a little bit earlier, there's a reason that when a young talent like,
I ain't gonna lie, bro, funny as a bitch. He need to be a comedian. This nigga is funny, man. Like, bro.
Gout Gout, or I don't know, let's see like the Boho, or
yeah, man,
when they run these historical times, the community comes around and asks, like, yo, are they the next Usain Bolt?
So he definitely read the script or remember his lines. Bro, he has to be reading. Like, this nigga is too goddamn plural and shit to be freestyling.
Conversation always comes up because
he ain't stumbled over a single word
when Bolt ran 9.69 seconds, banging his chest, across the line in Beijing, or even when Bolt ran that 9.
One thing I can say about bro is like he one of the media guys I respect because he's like objective and willing to give his opinion about something, but he's also like knowledgeable. Like he knows a lot about track, and that's what I do respect about a lot of these. Well, the few media people that do, like a lot of people, they do it, but they don't really know nothing about it. They don't know who won the 2008 Olympics and they don't know who won the 1964 Olympics. Like, I don't even know, bro, if bro ever did track, but he know everything about it type shit.
19.19, pointing down at the Berlin track saying, you know, like, this is a slow track. Those were the conversations happening before Berlin. Those from a generation before may have even looked at Bolt's 200-meter performance in Beijing and kind of reminisce on Michael Johnson's legendary 200-meter record all the way back in Atlanta. And those before looked at Tommy Smith in Mexico City and before and back and all that stuff. Young prodigies like Gout Gout, they allow us to tap into our memories, right? To go back to those historical moments and literally almost relive performances we thought were almost impossible. And that translates directly to this idea of hope that Gout Gout and other young athletes give us. It's
autistic men make the best journalists. Hats off to him. Bro, what? Or you say bro got autism? The final leg. Yeah, the final leg, Killing City is mad. See, I feel like, I don't know what it is. Like, bro, like engaged. He know what he talking about. Like, he got me like engaged type shit. Why wouldn't they hire bro to come be at the meets and do the shit?
This hope that one day we can see something that we have never seen before, or see an impossible record one day taken down, or, you know, give us this hope that others will be able to follow suit and, I don't know, take the event or take the sport to another level and be even faster and faster. And honestly, it gives us kind of this reassurance that the sport of track and field is actually working. And
bro, this nigga is using some big ass words.
We might actually be making some progress overall. Now, hear me out. One of the most disappointing things that I think is kind of this recent conversation of track and field struggling, right? Or the sport is dying, or no one is watching. We'll never be able to see a breakthrough with the sport. That's, I don't know, kind of been the conversation for what seems like a couple years now, especially in this post-Usain Bolt era of not only sprinting, but again, the sport as a whole.
Yeah, that 100 and 200 shit ain't going nowhere.
Idea, you know, blanketly as an idea. I also, to a degree, can understand why fans, athletes, and others in our sport have had that feeling. But when we see someone like a Gout Gout throw down an amazing performance like he did just this past weekend in Australia, that's not at an Olympics or at a World Championships, but the entire track and field community kind of comes together for a moment to celebrate what just happened. This not only gives us that momentary excitement, but it also gives us a glimmer of hope that maybe...
This nigga say a glimmer of hope.
Not only gives us that momentary excitement, but it also gives us a glimmer of hope that maybe our sport of track and field isn't actually broken. Maybe
this nigga is enthusiastic as a bitch about track. What the fuck? Bro, this video has 58,000 views. Yeah, he deserves his views, man. He engaged. His ass is engaged, but he doing good.
Help save lives. Donate plasma.
Broken because of the glaze. Facts. Final leg ain't stuttering his words. He's spitting fire. He must be on the script or he memorized his lines.
Today.
Yeah, bro. One of the two, because that shit wasn't freestyling, man.
Guys.
I mean, he got his ass on his videos and shit.
The 2025 track and field calendar is horrible, but I absolutely love it. First off, Grand Slam track, they finally announced the 4 cities as well as the 4 dates for which they'll be holding their slams throughout 2025. We're going to see one in Kingston, one in Miami, one in Philly, and then the last one in Los Angeles, all from April down to June. This is already going to be adding to an extremely packed schedule for 2025, where the World Championships is going to be the final meet.
Damn, that shit now, late as fuck. Nigga, the World Championships is fucking
already going to be adding to an extremely packed schedule
for
2025, where the World Championships is.
Damn, motherfuckers gonna start like you gonna start seeing pros pop out of indoor meets in January and February, and they got to end the season in fucking September. God damn.
It's going to be the final meet of the year. Now, this isn't exactly something new, as we have seen.
He one of the few engaging track
season, just based
content creators. I agree.
2019 World Championships in Doha, 2000 Sydney Olympics, as well as the 1988 Olympic Games in Seoul, South Korea. But on top of that, we're also going to see a ton of meets from World Indoors, World Relays, Grand Slam Track, like I noted, the Diamond League, the Continental Tour, you have NCAAs, you have national championships.
NCAAs, make sure y'all tune in and see how I get.
Filling things up, making it extremely complicated for athletes, for coaches, for meet directors, for fans. Everyone is going to have to be able
August
to
would have been better, or July. Yeah, they should do the whole in July.
Throughout the year. And I actually thought that Worlds being at the very end of the calendar would probably free things up. But
damn, that's late.
The schedule is absolutely packed. And not only that, there's a few notable conflicts that we have to take into consideration. So let's kind of talk through some of these major meets that are going to be on the calendar, and then we'll see some of the conflicts and issues that I'm kind of alluding to. And then I also want to compare 2025 to the previous years I noted, 2019, 2000, and 1988. First off, indoor season. This, for the most part, is pretty straightforward. We're going to have the World Indoor Tour starting in late January, going all the way down to late February across all the world. It's going to be very similar to 2024. So not
get bro CEO position in city is mad. No cap.
Conference championships, those will be in late February. We're going to have the European Indoor Championships. Those will be going down in the Netherlands. Those will be happening in early March. We'll also see the NCAA championships happening in about mid-March, and then things will cap off with the World Indoor Championships.
Yeah, Doha was hot as hell.
Those will be going down at the very end part of March. So again, for the most during
damn,
the
this
World
shit.
Championships,
Nigga really ain't talking about nothing on here. Final leg. Yeah, bro, I ain't really subscribed to that many track people. Like, I don't really watch track videos on YouTube. So if I'm subscribed to you, clearly you doing something right. You going to World Indoors. No, I'm not. I was gonna go run the 400 at USA's indoors. But yeah, I'm not. I don't feel like it. Fuck that. Fuck that World Indoor shit. The King Von can go run at that hole. Noah Lyles is right about the 200, kinda.
Love to hate him or hate to love him. It wouldn't be a regular week in track.
Love to hate him.
Noah Lyles wasn't in the news.
100-meter champion.
Do you want your
100-meter champion?
Nobody cares about this.
Nigga ain't even opening his mouth. 100-meter champion. No one cares about the 200. Nigga, open your motherfucking mouth.
Lyles wasn't in the news.
100-meter champion.
Do you want your 100?
Nobody cares about the 200.
He recently spoke with Let's Run and discussed a few different.
Why the nigga always seem like he finna cry or something? Nigga, why you so goddamn sad?
Wasn't in the news.
100-meter champion.
Do you want your 100?
Nobody cares about the 200.
He recently spoke with Let's Run and discussed a few different topics, but that specific comment about the 200-meter dash is the one that clearly got the most attention and caused everyone to get up in arms once again about something that Noah Lyles said. Now, there are parts of me that actually do agree with Noah Lyles here when you put the entire question as well as his answer in.
See, this nigga got another fit on. This nigga got wearing suit jackets and shit for his YouTube video. They say he got social anxiety. Is that like being around people or just being social in general? Because like he was sitting in his room at home, like on a Zoom call.
Full context. But then there's, of course, parts of me
that's so hard to be nonchalant.
Balance, and there's things that definitely need to be addressed. First off, here is the entire full clip.
When you think ahead to 2025, you had such success in 100 in the last 2 years. If I make you pick one, 2025.
Who are these niggas doing the interview? Like, it's supposed to be the world's fastest man, the best guy in track and field, the top paid guy. Why is he on a podcast with these niggas? Hell, he should be on the podcast with the last leg dude.
Champion or 2025 world 200-meter champion?
100-meter champion.
Do you want your 100?
And I know this shit ain't got no views either.
I learned that very quickly after breaking the American record and losing the Mondo for Athlete of the Year.
Nigga, how you mad you didn't get Athlete of the Year because you broke the American record? And Mondo broke the world record 2-3 times in that year. Break the world record then you will get it.
I was just like, they don't care. They don't care about the 200. I mean, it's fun to watch, but at the end of the day, nobody and the common people don't. Like non-track and field athletes, they don't care about the 200. It's the 100. That's why when Bolt was, winding down, he stuck to the 100 because the 200 wasn't gonna get him extra dough, And it's all about the 100.
Nigga said when Bolt was at the end of his career, why do you think he dropped the 200 and only stuck to the 100? Maybe because he has both world records and the 100 is easier and it doesn't hurt as much. That's probably why. Not because it didn't get more money. He was already richer than all you niggas. Like, what?
Everybody wants to know the fastest man in the world.
From the American Road Insurance Company, insurance that keeps your fleet moving forward. You'll get the benefit of Ford certified parts.
Man, shout out to everybody in here on the live, man.
Thing in context. First off,
Make sure y'all like the hit the like button.
Either the 100 or the 200
No, it's
at the
now.
2025 World Championships. His immediate response of 100 meters.
And make sure y'all go
perfect
subscribe to
sense
Final
for
Leg.
a ton of reasons, right? Noah is a 3-time world champion over the 200 meters. He has run 19.31 seconds, breaking the American record, becoming the 3rd fastest athlete in history. He also has the most sub 20 seconds, most sub 19.9s, 19.8s, 19.7s, and all those performances in history. When talking about a 200 meter career, Noah's only major accolades that are remaining are the 200 meter Olympic gold and the world record. And outside of any of the other accolades that Usain Bolt holds, you can probably argue that Noah has essentially checked off every box that you would want for a 200 meter sprinter. And that especially holds true when talking about the world championships. But on the flip side, he hasn't done nearly as much over the 100 meters. 2023 world champion and 2024 Olympic champion. And to be clear, that's some serious success, but that just does not compare to what he's already done in the 200. And with his 2 gold medals, he also isn't necessarily one of the fastest amongst his peers on the clock either, right? Personal best of 9.79 only makes him 12th fastest all time, and is actually slower than guys like Fred Kerley, Christian Coleman, Trayvon Bromell, Shane Thompson, even Ferdinand Omanyala, and even Marcel Jacobs is just barely behind Noah Lyles on the clock with his 19.80. So when asked the specific question if he could only pick 1 gold medal at next year's World Championships, either the 100 or the 200, the clear answer is the 100 meters, as that would allow him to just continue to build up his
Anything. Nigga grew up crip walking and some more shit. Talking he's scared of slavery. Nigga, shut up. You so goddamn tough. Those are the type of guys y'all respect. The biggest blowouts in history.
Twas the night before Sprightmas, but feeling mad lame. Cause Santa was
When
out with a
does
high ankle sprain. We needed a sub that was down for the cause. Then into the game came our man, Santa Claus. His task was not easy, but it had to be done.
Oh, Ant-Man.
At the 2024 Paris Olympics, Sydney McLaughlin.
I knew that he was finna start dick riding. God damn, guys, to be more careful. You got to be more careful. World champion who hardly trained.
Who is the most talented sprinter through history?
I am.
There are some pretty good candidates, like Jim Hines. Through the 70-plus years Cinder tracks were the standard, he recorded the fastest ever time on one. Or Johan Blake, who would own the 200-meter world record if it wasn't for his terrible reaction time that one race. And of course, in this Usain Bolt, the obvious answer, quite literally the perfect sprinter with a flawless career. But no, I wouldn't hesitate to answer an athlete from the small island of St. Kitts and Nevis, Kim Collins, who was described as the world's laziest sprinter. Collins was kind of a late bloomer and had a physique that was in complete contrast to every other sprinter of the early 2000s era. He stood at 5'11" and just 160 pounds, with his own unique way of sprinting, utilizing an extremely high turnover rate. Collins would first debut his talents at the 1996 Atlanta Olympic Games, aged just 20, going out in the quarterfinals of the 100 meters, running 10.27 seconds. Nothing majorly impressive. But from that point
on, you show up to the World Championship and run 10.2, you need your ass whooped.
It took him 2 years to drop just 0.09 seconds off that 10.27 personal best, going 10.18 seconds at the JUCO National Champs for second place. Ironically though, fast enough to win the NCAA Division I Championships that same year. And it took another 2 years for him to drop just 0.05 seconds to run 10.15 at some random NCAA meet. So in 4 years, we've only seen him improve 1400ths of a second. But our real first look at Collins was at the 2000 Olympics, where in a slow year, he was actually able to make his mark qualifying for the finals, showing off his consistency. And even in his heat, he clearly has the smallest frame, often described as having the physique closer to a distance runner. Whether it was lack of power or a small
They say
frame,
your ass
he
built
was
like
a
a
stride frequency
distance runner.
monster, having some of the highest turnover rate of any sprinter through history. But
Hell
I'll be
yeah,
honest,
technique
it is a
wise,
bit
he
hard to
put
tell
them
right now
hoes
with the
down.
early 2000s technology. Regardless, in the final, he would go on to finish 7th with a time of 10.17 seconds, the fastest time he recorded at that Olympics.
Oh, that nigga is screaming. Oh shit, he getting rolled. Them auto them rolling his ass.
And runs 9.88.
Maurice Green.
His greatness like Marion Jones with a brilliant win.
But like a train that just keeps on chugging, he just continued to improve at his own pace.
That nigga is scary.
2001, 10.13 seconds for second at the NCAA Outdoor Championships, right behind a young Justin Gatlin.
Here comes Collins in lane 6. And
That boy Gat still ran the same.
And footage good enough to showcase just how fast his turnover was compared to other world elites. Then 10.05 seconds for 6th, that would be later upgraded to a 5th at that year's World Championships.
Glenn
And
Mills
even
production.
20.20 seconds in the 200 meter for 3rd at that World Championships, in a race where 3 men tied for 2nd. Funnily enough, this being the fastest 200 meter he had ever recorded.
Damn, that was a close ass 200. Damn, 3 people ran the same time.
And in 2002, he'd lower his times another 0.05 seconds, running 9.98 2 times early in the season before winning that year's Commonwealth Games in 998 again.
They get away first time, and Lewis Francis got a very good start. Chambers was left in the blocks, and King Collins in the list. Francis pulls up a sword, and Chambers. Collins wins it. He steals it. 9.98.
I wasn't lying when I said he had one of the steadiest rises in the sport. 7 years for under 0.3 of a second. So how on earth could this make him the most talented sprinter on the planet?
That's how them World Championship years be.
Subway did what?
20% off any sub, any size. That's a screaming good deal.
Well, it doesn't yet. And in 2003, at age 27, he actually entered a small decline into World Championship success. He would start his year winning race after race, running a confusing 10.1 seconds on average, which is just objectively hilarious because only the year prior, USA's Tim Montgomery ran a now disqualified world record of 9.78 seconds, and Maurice Green was hot off several high 9.8 performances, winning literally everything, including all the races that Collins had featured in prior.
Another level, but he still has to win another Olympic title to be the best ever.
Bernard Williams.
So with that in mind, we enter the 2003
Team.
World Athletic Championships. In the quarterfinals of the men's 100 meter, no one favorite particularly stands out, as all the main characters are supposedly conserving themselves, running low 10 seconds, securing their spots for the next rounds.
These 4 are going to move on. Just on Maurice Green, slightly limp off the track.
But it's not until the semis where we're given some true insight. These guys aren't holding back at all. Semis 1, first 4 qualify, and it's a tight race. Williams and Montgomery from the USA barely eke it out, looking tense in 10.11 and 10.04 seconds, while Collins barely scrapes into the final with a 10.1.
Shut it down, too.
50 centimeters of one another, the top 4 placings. That's going to be a very, very tight final.
Semi 2, and it's a similar story. Dwayne Chambers separates first, and Darrell Brown from Trinidad and Tobago follows, and we actually do see a little bit of easing at the line into 10.06 and 10.11 seconds, while Maurice Green shocks the entire world going out with a 10.37.
Damn, Mo Green 10.3.
How unlikely this was at the time. In one way, it was exciting. This is anyone's race, but also, holy shit, was this slow. So come final time,
that shit
we would get the slowest
100
World Championship final since 1980, and we would never see a race this slow again. So let's just enjoy all 10 plus seconds of it.
Damn, 10 seconds. Look at them blocks. Look at them spikes. What the fuck?
Away cleanly the first time.
Now running fast, them shits is crazy.
Here comes Wayne Chambers. It's Wayne Chambers moving to the front and the outside. It is
Campbell coming through it, but I think it may have been Kim Collins in lane 1 who got up there.
Damn.
It was very close.
That's damn how that shit look this
and
year.
I think Kim Collins came through in the time of 10.07.
Despite being half the size of his competitors, Collins had a
Bro, that's
flying
why they ain't
start.
go fast. Look at
Locks
they
into his
shoes. Look at
distinctive,
that track. Look
incredibly
at them
quick
blocks.
turnover to barely hold on to a world championship title and what would be considered a crawl at today's standards, 10.07 seconds. Only beating out Darrell Brown and Darren Campbell in second and third by 0.01 seconds.
Unk got fourth in that.
And after it was all done and dusted, Kim Collins, our world champion, the spotlight finally on him, he drops this bomb. My man's absolutely hated training. At maximum, he would train 3 times a week, having a system in place where he would message his coach if he couldn't be bothered just to skip training. He openly talked about his distaste for the weight room, only briefly trying it before never touching it again, and claimed himself the only natural sprinter, as he wouldn't even touch something as tame as protein powders. And let's be real, with an attitude like this, who knows what the fuck he was eating? And while he was being interviewed post-championship,
I know what he was eating.
The main thing on his mind was getting home to catch the party and get drunk with the boys. This guy just won a world championship off of training 2.5 times per week, and a bit of luck that everyone had a shit day in
These
the
niggas
office.
lying.
But that's not my only argument to why I believe this man was truly
Unless
the most
got a
talented
cat in a
sprinter
hat,
to
boy.
grace the earth. Keeping in mind he had the work ethic of a homeless person, his career still stands as the longest of any elite sprinter to date. Between 1996 and 2016, he competed at 10 world championships.
Damn, he got ran
5
down
Olympic
and ran
Games,
back
won
down.
4 individual world championship
Me
medals
too.
in 2001, 2003, 2005, and 2011.
He's got Jamaica challenge though.
The
It's
white
not
dude's
gonna
been
be.
like a
It's
speed star
Martin in
scared
lane
to.
6. It is a Jamaican victory, and it is the young pretender, if you like.
Ran PRs of 9.93 seconds and 20.20 seconds, which are honestly quite pedestrian times at the elite level. But the only reason he didn't medal in later years was not because he got slower, but because everyone else got faster. After 2003, he struggled to run sub 10 for the next 9 years. Even
Damn,
then,
he let me
those are
ran
the years
10
where
flat.
he somehow won majority of his medals. But against all odds, between 2013 and 2016, the very final years of his career, he would peak, running 9.96 seconds at age 38.
Damn. Oh my God. Nice and sleep.
And then in 2016,
It's buffering.
9.93 seconds at age 40.
Wait, is it still
the
buffering?
still standing Masters world record and age grade world record for 40-year-olds.
Damn.
And it's not even close.
993 at 40.
9.93 seconds at age 40. That is the still standing Masters world record and age grade world record for 40-year-olds.
Holy fuck.
And it's not even close. He's the original LeBron James. If LeBron James wasn't that competitive, didn't
That
like
nigga-
training, didn't touch
nigga's
weights,
crazy.
and preferred partying over playing basketball. But how did he peak between the ages of 38 to 40? It's because he started lifting weights. And this was by recommendation of his wife, who was a personal trainer. Now that's a real man, ignoring his wife's advice for literal years to the detriment of his career. And boom, personal best year after year at the debilitating old age of 38. You know, old for an athlete, that is.
As well, but Kim Collins from the start gets it in 10.07.
It's mouthwatering to think of the career Kim Collins could have had with more advanced training, a more disciplined approach,
Right,
lifting
you know
to
damn
enhance his
well
career, and
bro
a
was
little
lifting
bit of
weights.
whatever the other guys were on. You know, protein powder. And now that it's the end of the video, I will admit, it's a stretch to say the most talented. Because at this point, I
Damn,
don't
they
believe
look- they running
anyone
in
could be
distance
Bolt
fights.
level, except maybe Gout Gout. But 9.8 seconds, maybe a little faster, there's not a single doubt in my mind he could have done it. Considering we've seen athletes with significantly worse circumstances.
God damn, look
do
at Sue.
exactly
He
just
out
that.
on their ass. Ran down as a
If
bitch.
you made it to the end, God, I hope you enjoyed this video. Otherwise, I'd be really interested to hear if you had actually heard of Kim Collins before this video.
That was a cool
Because
little
in my
video.
mind, he's quite the infamous sprinter for his
Cool little shit. like he do hella videos. But like he finna do some dick riding on some of these hoes, and you don't care to see that shit. Kim Collins would have been better
Cashback. We talking about cashback.
for a role European country. Right, he already ran for a role ass country.
So the more I grow the business, the more I outgrow the tools I use to grow the business. It's getting harder to predict the changes in the organization and the tools I'll need.
McLaughlin-Levrone displayed near perfection on the track, decimating the.
Nigga don't care about Sydney ass.
You heard me say misfit, right? Well, that's kind of a lie. Because while they aren't the most historically significant names in 200 meter running, this was a quick race. 5 men sub 20, which, mind you, didn't even happen at this year's Olympics, and arguably the strongest era of men's 200 meter running ever. And on top of that, in every other world championship through history but 2, a time of 19.81 seconds would have taken home a medal. And in the case of the other 2 years,
the mile. We've all done at least one of these in our lives, whether it's a walk at the park, your hometown.
Yeah, but it did nothing. Yeah, but he did nothing. At least he would have got a decent bag. Damn, you saying he broke or something right now? I don't think he broke. That nigga say Mateo.
I've been running since freshman year, but this is my first year taking it serious and actually going places with it and like really taking it serious. So 3 years total, but first year really putting my all into it. When I really started focusing in and really focusing all on track, that's when everything just started kind of happening. Everything just rolled into itself. What made it big was when I broke the county record. I went out there, ran a
county probably rolled
the county record, and after that, everything just rolled in. It's really dedication. If I really had to say, dedication and hard work is what got me to where I am right now. The accolades definitely give me a confidence boost, definitely, because it shows me like, oh yeah, I can go out here.
Bro looks like a middle schooler.
What really pushes me is kind of this.
All right, that nigga's yapping. That'll piss me off.
He ain't got it right. I know he. And today,
where I am right now, the accolades
definitely gotta be the funniest guy on
confidence boost, definitely, because it shows me like, oh yeah, I can go out here and do my own thing. But what really pushes me is the self progression, like knowing I'm gonna keep getting better.
What's up, everybody? Mr. 100K a day on the biggest hater in track and field, and today we're gonna be discussing this red bone named Tao Medina.
What the fuck?
He's a red bone and he wishes he was Beyonce.
You can say bro's a red bone and he wishes he's Beyonce.
I know he wishes he's Beyonce. Want me to tell you why? Because real men don't let their hair hang down. He's a sprinter from the University of Arizona, Puerto Rican mix, whatever he is. But whatever he is, he ain't got it right. He ain't got it together, y'all. He's supposed to have a dad in his life that's going to tell him how to operate and how to move. Because weren't walking around and with his hair down like he Beyonce and hair blowing in the wind. This is not it. This is not how track and field needs to be represented. Now, he ran the 1, 2, and 400 at the Ohio State Championships this year.
Yeah,
his performances, the wind was not his favorite. Were not that great. 10-6 in the 100 was one, but I know he's going sub 46, but 45. The fact of the matter is, I don't care how talented the guy is.
Damn.
I just can't get beyond his Beyonce red bone look. Like, I just can't. We can't take guys like this seriously. We need guys like this completely out of track and field, because what they do is they set a standard. They set a standard for femininity. They set a standard for softness, and they set a standard for LGBTQ, whatever you want to call it. And it's pushing that agenda. So I think guys like this shouldn't be able to use his African genetics to be great in track and field, because he's partly African. But turn around and turn those genetics into something that is far more sinister than we ever can imagine.
Oh my God.
And that's my problem with him. I don't want Beyonce running track. That's what I call him for now. Beyonce. So I'd rather see him out dancing on stage, you know, asking men to put a ring on it, dropping it like it's hot. That's what I think he need to be doing. You know, his performances at Arizona State are yet to be seen. You know, he opens up his season pretty soon. He's a freshman this year. And I think that he's going to absolutely fail. You know, he ran sub 46 seconds.
He said he ran 45 in high school, but you look like Beyonce. He's going to fail. Niggas going to fail.
He's ran 45 something, 10-4, I think, in high school. And I think he ran 20 point, maybe 9 or whatever it was. So he has decent performances in high school. But I believe ultimately his genetics, he don't have enough African genetics. And it's ultimately going to fail him. It's ultimately going to fail him. And he's going to be too busy putting his makeup on and focus on Maybelline or mascara and lip gloss to, you know, to really do well in track and field. That's what I think. So, you know,
they put his
I think he's going to be a strong advocate eventually, sooner rather than later, for the LGBTQ whatever community. And when he transitions, I think he's going to look a lot like Beyonce. And I'm going to holler. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about right now going and getting an early push on it. But until that point,
he say, bro, he gonna turn into a girl type shit, and he gonna try to get an early push because he gonna look like Beyonce. Honestly, I'm gonna get an early push and slide into his DMs right now.
you know, we're going to focus, you know, on his track career. We're looking to see, you know, how he does. He's at, like I said, he's at the Arizona State University, which has a good program. But, you know, it's going to be interesting that, you know, to see that transition from high school to college. You know, multiple state championships in Ohio. You know, went to a great school. He's in a nice warm weather state. So once he gets a muscle on him, he may, you know, I'm sure he's going to do squats, fatten his glutes up, focus on his thighs, his glutes, his inner thighs, so he can get that nice apple bottom, you know.
What the fuck? Bro said he going to try to... All right, bro.
Nelly just came out with the news that this month he'll be relaunching the apple bottom jeans.
Bro, are y'all seeing this shit?
Franchise, well, the company is going to come out with the jeans. So I think that once Mateo Medina gets back in the gym, under the collegiate program, he is definitely going to get apple bottom. It's going to look great in some jeans. So Beyonce, when we see Beyonce come out and do his thing on the track and indoor season, outdoor season, I definitely be paying attention. I hope you guys pay attention too. But I want him out of the sport soon. Sooner rather than later, the better. Sooner the better. I'm sorry, y'all. So just tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think this guy is talented? Has anybody ever heard of this guy? You know, this is a high school prodigy out of Ohio. We really don't see a lot of talent usually coming track and field out of Ohio. But I'm sure that he won't last very long. And when he's on stage shaking it like Beyonce and doing his thing, and becoming a cover girl, he'll be able to be the woman, and we'll all hear him roar in numbers too big to ignore. So tell me what you guys think. Mr. 100K a day with another episode of the biggest hater in track and field.
Bro, this nigga is funny, bro. Bro said the Beyonce of track and field. What the flip?
What's up, Hawk fans? My name is Kayin Walker. I'm a sprinter at the University of Iowa. And catch me this weekend. I'm running the 40-yard dash at halftime.
Well, I know he ain't got nothing positive to say about this.
What's up, everybody? Mr. 100K a day in the flesh. And today on the biggest hater in track and field, we're going to be talking about this scrub, Kayin Walker. Now, they just invited him to the University of Iowa football game to run the 40 40-yard dash. And of course, he goes and runs his BS 4.15. And I'm just telling y'all not to be impressed by this.
Bro, y'all impressed by that shit?
The reason why is because,
let me know.
You know, indoors, he's run 6.51 in the 60. He's run 10.09 in the 100. He hasn't really done anything competitive. He's 23 years old. And of course, this is another great white hope syndrome type of situation where here we have a 23-year-old white kid running mediocre times in the 100, 10.09 for a 23-year-old. Let's not forget black athletes like Justin Gatlin, Maurice Green, all the rest of our greats, even Usain Bolt. You know, by the time they're 23 years old, all of them were Olympic champions or world champions. All of them had run sub 9.9 seconds or even world record holders by the time they were 23 years old. So here we are. You want to have this guy who's still in college running 10.09 in 100. He just ran a BS 40-yard dash in 4.15 seconds, which is, of course, great. But for a sprinter running in cleats on the grass, not to be impressed. Matter of fact, he doesn't even run it with spikes with real football shoes on. Not only does he not run it with football shoes on, he runs it in track and field attire on the grass with spikes on. So he's never accomplished much collegiately in the sprints. He hasn't done anything to the 100. And we all know a white person doing well in the 60-meter dash is really nothing new because they have to go in places where black people really don't push it to the limit in. Hell, the 60-meter world record by the women is held by a white girl, Irana Pravalova. So a white kid, Kayin Walker, going and running indoors, 6.51, going to run the 40-yard dash in 4.15 seconds wasn't impressive to me. As a matter of fact, this is absolutely just another example of what they do. Same thing to do with Jake Paul fighting Floyd Mayweather or washed up 60-year-old Mike Tyson. Exact same thing. So don't be impressed by this garbage that they're trying to promote. This is another case of being white and mediocre and them having to put you against elite black people because they don't have a place in excellence when black people are present. That's all is the case of. So just to make sure I'm fair, guys, and I do a proper analysis of this complete scrub.
Damn.
Simply, popular because he's white as usual. I want to make sure you guys understand what his stats are. 650 in the 60. 651, I mean. Okay. 10.09. His 10.09 was as fake as a $2, as a $5 bill.
I agree.
Let me tell you why. Because this 10.09 in the 100-meter dash was done with a 2.0 win in Tampa, Florida. So, of course, his next best time after that in 2024 was 10.2. So he's run 10.1, all with 1.0 wins. All his best times are with 2.0 wins, 1.0, 1.0. The minute he gets into a tailwind, a headwind, which is at Eugene, Oregon Olympic trials, I'm gonna say that's probably what he is. He's a 10.2 guy. 10.09 was clearly an anomaly. He's not a 10.0 guy. I mean, he's not a 10.09 guy. He's basically a 10.2 guy because that's what he runs the most, and that's what he ran at trials when it was all on the line. I think he got injured last year, so I don't know if that's always the best. If that's the best example, but still, he ran 10.09. I remember pretty early in the season with a 1.9 win. With a 2.0 win, which is practically illegal. But for the sake of the argument, that's just what his stats are for the 100. For the 200, as you can see, things go extremely, extremely bad. He doesn't even run the 200. PR is 20.92, which is absolutely dumpster juice. 10.09 and 20.92 don't even go together. So that tells me that he's a short guy, a short distance runner. Even at 651, he ran, pretty well at the Big Ten, but at the NCAA indoors, he goes 659. He gets second. He gets smoked. So, this guy is 23 years old, completely overrated. Do not celebrate this guy. This is another example of a mediocre white guy getting way too much attention. They're trying to make him to another Matt Bowler. And it's just really sad what they do. When you're black, you got to really be elite to get recognition. And then they pitch you always against mediocre or even less mediocre white kids. And that's what he is. He's a mediocre white kid. And he doesn't look, he may be like he has some black in him because some of his facial features, he with curly hair and things like this, lips, he probably had maybe.
I can say his lips. What the fuck?
he with curly hair and things like this, lips. You know, he probably had maybe some of the black genes from being mixed in the past. Maybe a great grandparent, a grandparent or something was black. Caused some things to pop up in him, but he definitely may have some African genes. But he still is dumpster juice regardless. So I don't want anybody to get excited about this guy. I want everybody to understand that he's complete trash.
He didn't give y'all need the opportunity to even buy into the hype. He said, I don't want y'all to get excited about this guy. Oh my goodness.
On the track, and he should not be honored, at least until he makes a United States 100-meter team, 200-meter team, goes under at least.
That'll never happen.
20 flat in the 200, or does anything that's respectable. But him going to the middle of the field in spikes at a football game, then running 4.15, and then expecting us to celebrate this guy at that point is completely ridiculous and ignorant. And I don't want any of you guys to fall for this complete nonsense. Well, anyway, Mr. 100K a day in the flesh, another episode of the biggest hater in track and field. And please, guys, please do not give this scrub any type of credit, credentials, props.
He begging y'all.
Do not support this nonsense. This is another Jake Paul moment. It's another Jake Paul moment. Another Duplantis moment where he runs the 100-meter dash and gets credit for running 10-3. So, they not gonna. We got black guys. We got 100 guys that run under 10-2. Some of them even in high school. Matter of fact, we got high school guys that run under 10 seconds. And this guy, Kalen Walker, whatever his name is, he can go back to ice hockey if you ask me.
Damn.
Until next time, guys. Catch you later. Peace.
So he can go back to ice hockey. Ice hockey is not crazy, guys.
It's Kerley Richardson, and I just wanted to say good luck to everybody going to nationals. Season blessings to everybody watching, of course. But good luck to everybody going to nationals, traveling off. Make sure you update your whereabouts. It's something you have to deal with. But I'm coming to you today, the athletes of track and field needs, and I may speak to some, or we may speak on not, whatever. But if you as an athlete have an issue with the things that are going on within track and field for the United States, the changes that are going on, the decisions that are being made, everything that we as athletes don't have any say so in, not knowing who to turn to, not knowing who to complain to, not knowing who to let know if we're not receiving the things from track meets, if we're not receiving things from our sponsors. So I just wanted to drop down below a link for an idea for all of us to come together and actually sit down. I know most of us will actually be in Oregon for nationals, so sit down and actually come up with a strategy as athletes to create a
I should have pulled up
and to create an actual organization to where we know that is going to impact and build us up as athletes and build up the sport in the United States, and not continue to just exploit us like these organizations that are supposed to be on our side are doing, and they continue to show us that they are not.
Damn, she yapping. Oh my God, hell no.
US at times. But that ain't the.
What's up, everybody? Mr. 100K a day in the flesh, and today we're going to be talking about Kerley Richardson and Noah Lyles, the two premier track and field sprinters in the 100-meter dash from the United States. And these two, after a thorough analysis of who they are and what they represent, these guys are a bunch of cowards.
Damn.
A bunch of cowards. And they're cowards. Let me tell you why. Because they don't stand up for anything. You just hear Kerley get on there and talk about the United States standing up and fighting for what you want. But ever since they paid her off, you haven't heard a word from her about starting a union. Noah Lyles, for example, out of all the stuff that he could be arguing about with the track and field, speaking of how Max is getting all the money as the CEO while the athletes starve half to death. Who does he take his energy out on? A bunch of NBA players in their organization on something as foolish as being the world champions. With the platform that these people have, they talk about being world champions and talk about foolish things that take attention away from the real issues in track and field. So for that reason, they get
no cap. That is real.
For that reason, I want to see the sport fail. Nobody should respect Kerley Richardson or Lyles.
I want to see the sport fail too.
Flow Track has announced that the Diamond League will be streaming on Flow Track starting in 2025. I think it's going to be all the meets except the Prefontaine Classic. If you read the article, guys, in which it talks about the deal, it says the major announcement on April 10th, Flow Track revealed it will add it to its 5-star live content schedule by streaming the Water Diamond League for U.S. audiences and territories beginning in 2025. You know, Flow Track is owned by this guy named Mark Florinani, whatever his
This is the nigga who runs track and field.
name is Florani. And, you know, seems like he getting all the money. He's a guy from the mountains. They don't show nothing about how the athletes, who the premier athletes, we all know who they are and what the genetic pattern they have. Guess what? They don't get nothing. They don't talk about no type of revenue sharing agreement in it. They don't talk about how this money is going to go back to the athletes to make the sport better and to make the athletes better. It doesn't. So for that reason, track and field sucks. Noah Lyles sucks, and Sha'Carri Richardson suck. As professionals, they don't stand on anything. They just all talk. And not only they all talk, they only all talk when it benefits them. And they all talk and just smoke and mirrors, because guess what? When it comes down to the real issues, they don't stand on anything. Why don't Sha'Carri Richardson, Noah Lyles, Sydney McLaughlin, and all of the top tier United States track and field athletes, all the medalists, gold medals we just had, even in relays, Shamir Little, Vernon Newell, why don't they all band together and say we're not going to run any Diamond League meets? We're going to run.
Because they ass be broke and they need that money. Well, not like the niggas he named, but motherfuckers ain't banding together. They need that bread.
USATF events. We're not going to run any events dealing with these organizations until they get into a revenue distribution agreement with the broadcasting people, whether it's Flow Track, NBC, or whoever. So that all these track meets that are broadcast, the money goes back to the athletes first, and then the companies. Because without the athletes, you have no company. Without the athletes, you have no track meet.
No, I want to see the sport fail because there's so many obvious things that you can change to make it better, and they simply don't do it. So if you don't learn from your mistakes, I want to see you fail.
Unless you want a bunch of 10-2 guys running in the events, a bunch of soft Canadian guys running the event. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to see a bunch of guys from Italy running track meets, and most of them running 10-1 or 10-2. Nobody wants to see a bunch of Anson Henry type guys running 10-1 or 10-3 at these meets. They want to see the American athletes. They want to see Jamaican athletes. So for that reason, American athletes as a whole, knowing what they represent for the culture of track and field, knowing what they represent on an international level, they need to get rid of guys like Max Siegel and the way the system operates, or at least force them to operate in a way that's favorable to the athletes. Simply refuse to run. It's called striking. So until they do that, I don't think you should either, have any respect for Sha'Carri Richardson, Noah Lyles, or United States track and field, because guess what? They either all talk, or guess what? They put their energy in the wrong direction. They want to argue with basketball players and NFL players and do stupid races with Tyreek Hill about who's faster. It's stupid. Why don't Noah Lyles put all their energy into getting rid of Max Siegel and making him a guy who's a thing of the past? Because this man is getting all the money from what I hear, according to published reports and the tax documents from USATF. This man's making millions of dollars every year for being USATF CEO. USATF CEO.
60
and
a
there's
month.
not one track athlete that USATF is
Less
paying
than 10 minutes.
$500,000 a year. How does that work? When everybody came to see Noah, Sha'Carri, Sydney. Tell me, how does that work? So yeah, I'll never respect them guys. And this is the reason why you shouldn't respect them either. These guys are the biggest cowards in track, cowards in sport, and track and field will always be an amateur, underperforming sport until these athletes get some backbone and stand up for something that.
No. But earlier, in the beginning of September, I was averaging around a 12:45 100 meter. So here we go.
What the fuck?
Now, I feel like my start could have been better, but like I said, it was windy out there. I had a headwind, not a tailwind. I had a headwind. It is in the 50s as well, but...
What's up, everybody? It's Nico Day, and today I'm putting an APB out. Be on the lookout.
Bro, ain't nothing happening for real.
Anybody associated with Everything Track. Now, I don't have an issue with Everything Track or his channel. But I want to make sure you guys are aware that this guy is a cop and he's mixed And the fact that he has run a personal record at the time of the video was 12.4 or whatever it was, I think is extremely concerning to see a man with those type of genetics that can only lead him to a
Bro, imagine showing up to a track meet. And they're like, all right, this your heat is just y'all two in the heat. You know you finna win that hoe. Like you can just tell really by the spikes. Like the spikes tell it all.
12.4. It's very disappointing for a black man to run that fast and he's in his 20s. The fact that he's an officer of the law is also concerning. So I made this video because I became very cool with him and I thought that we were friends. And then when we were on the phone the other day, I heard a beeping sound and it made me feel like my phone was tapped. So based on the fact that I believe that he probably has me under investigation and he's been playing on my emotions, pretending to be my friend, and the fact that he looks like Sideshow Bob, I decided to completely disassociate myself with him and no longer be friends with him unless he swears on a stack of Bibles that he is not, trying to put a case on me or have me under some sort of investigation and try to keep me locked up. I feel like, as a black man, he shouldn't engage in this type of activity. He shouldn't be trying to get other men locked up. I see how he engages with the Jamaican crowd. If he's trying to bait them into saying something online that they're not supposed to say. I don't know what his agenda is, but whatever it is, I think it's time that we kick him out of track and field. We don't need a cop monitoring activities and things like that. And to make it even more interesting, guys, when I wanted to communicate with the feds about the drug.
What's up, everybody? Y'all miss you? Arian Lane said, is that for the final? Got Lane. Okay, no, got Lane.
What's it? His black card revoked. Athlos.
What's up, everybody? Mr. 100K a day here on another episode of the biggest hater in track and field, sports betting and gambling. And I'm here to announce something, guys. Some people have me labeled as the biggest hater in track and field, and I carry that like a torch. Yes, I am the biggest hater. But in my recent disdain, my growing disdain, shall I say, for Michael Johnson, I decided to reach out to someone. I decided to reach out to his ex-wife, right? I recently did a profile on Michael Johnson's son that he never talks about and who I believe that he hides for, a particular reason. And I showed you who he was. I showed you what he was about. I showed you what his resume was. But I decided to reach out to his ex-wife, Kerry Weddington. Her name is Kerry Weddington, of course, and she used to be known as Kerry Johnson. That was when she married to Michael Johnson. And before that, she was known as Kerry D.O. So, when I reached out to her, I really wanted to talk to her to see exactly what type of person Michael Johnson was, why they divorced, what type of relationship they had. Is he a guy that we can trust to lead track and field in a direction that it's supposed to be in? How did he lead his household? How did he raise his child? Because we've seen what his child is going to be. We've seen what he doesn't even talk about his child with Kerry. So when I reached out to her, guys, it was my intent to just have a conversation with her. But ultimately, what I end up having to do is fly out to San Francisco to
Actually stunned right now. That's crazy.
Track queen.
Having Flavor Flav at a meet is so head ass.
What's up, everybody? Mr. 100K a day here, and today on the biggest hater in track and field, we're going to be reviewing the Athlos New York meet that took place yesterday, the 26th of September 2024. And I'm here to announce you guys, this meet was a total disaster. It was a big ego trip for this demasculated Alexis guy who's married to Serena Williams. You know, the typical when you have a white guy who marries a black woman and he has to try to impress her in sports. He has to come in and do what? Try to divide men and women in a sport that already praises and loves our women. Absolutely no reason to divide it. No reason to divide it. So the meet was an absolute and total disaster. And this business model will never, ever, ever be sustainable. First of all, this meet was full of colorism, symbolism, sexism, and just elitism. This meet did absolutely nothing for track and field in general. This is just an ego trip for this guy, like I've said, to try to impress women, impress black women, and just to try to maybe donate some money, because the business model is not sustainable. You can't pay $60,000 to people when the stadium isn't even full. Only half the stadium. You're paying $60,000 for only a few events. You didn't even do the long jump with Atari Davis Woodhall, who was an Olympic champion. You didn't do any of that. Just take a look at the stadium, guys. This is what the event looked like, as far as, anytime you see the blue on here, those are places in which seats were still available for sale. And anytime when you look at the picture of the actual stadium, those blue seats being empty, those are seats that were not even sold to begin with. So clearly this business model would never be sustainable in the long term. You know, you pay for Megan Thee Stallion to come, you got empty seats, you streamed it for free online. Where do you believe that this money will continue to come from to support women and to just make them so great in track and field in the future and going forward on a recurring basis? One of the most symbolic things of this meet was the colorism. If you notice, the Gail Devers, Sonia Richards, Ross, even Alexis's wife, all of the women, the dark-skinned women, are the real talent around there. But then they had light-skinned, mostly light-skinned and white women as the commentators, who you haven't even heard of. You haven't even heard of the women. How do these women get in these spaces are able to commentate and do all these great things with no type of track record in track and field? None. The white chick who was commentating, the light-skinned chick that was commentating, you know, it's clear. What are these women's resume? Why is it the dark-skinned women are all Olympic champions, Olympic legends, with long careers in track and field, great resumes, like Sonia Richards, Ross, Gail Devers, but the white and light-skinned women, we don't even know if they have played high school sports. How does that work? How does that work? Why is it that all the time black women and black men always got to be elite, but we end up interacting with others who have absolutely no credentials? Even when you look at the Kardashians, for example, they're dealing with Reggie Bush, Kanye West, Lamar Odom, you know, Travis. They're dealing with the top of the food chain. Tristan Thompson. They're dealing with the top of the food chain in black entertainment, black music, black basketball, black sports. But when we deal with them, Reggie, what are these women known for? Absolutely nothing. I can't tell you one skill that Kim Kardashian actually has, something that I feel like that is transferable, something that would transfer into her business, except the fact that she was born into money and had relationships already. Her father was a lawyer, was probably born into privilege. She came up through that and had connections because she was in the industry, and her father was a friend of O.J. Simpson and was part of his defense team. And O.J. Simpson, of course, he associates with a cocktail waitress. Nicole Brown he met her as a cocktail waitress, and he elevates her and her friends and her people through his athletic excellence. This is the constant theme that What's up, everybody? Mr. 100K a day here, and today we're talking about Ready, Set, Go, the track and field podcast that's run by Rodney Green and Justin Gatlin. And I'm gonna let y'all know that this podcast is probably one of the worst things I've ever seen happen to track and field. And the reason why I think it's one of the worst things that happen in track and field is because, number one, let's just not even ignore the pink elephant in the living room. Justin Gatlin is probably one of the worst people in track and field to actually give commentary. Yes, we know Justin Gatlin got the experience. We know Justin Gatlin has the credentials. We know he got the gold medals. But let's just keep it real. Justin Gatlin's a two-time convicted drug cheat. Two-time convicted drug cheat. And when you think about it, excuse me, in no other sport, and really in a lot of time, no other aspect of life, can a person who has committed the most egregious. What's up, everybody? Mr. 100K a day today on the biggest hater in track and field. This is number 49. My 49th best moment, top moment of 2024 is track and field season. And this one was a good one for me because really some of these, number 50 and number 49 really could be higher. But I got to give it to a thing moment. Watching her fall on her face was probably one of the best moments of my life, other than watching my children be born.
World champion of what?
World champion of what?
I can chop a world lead, I don't even like running. You gotta run fast just to go and get some money. I'm no Lyles K, you know how I'm coming. I ain't going to no Olympics, I ain't running, I ain't jumping. I can make 100,000 at the crib being funny.